hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comforts together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling. And hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers. What is your tea today, my darlings? And it's another glorious day, and I know you have all of your crumpets, darlings, because it's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats. What's going on, babies? Y'all can hear I'm having a couple of vocal problems and things of that nature. I won't say problems. It's just that a bitch is a little tired. I'm going to explain to you why, which is part of the reason why we're having this show today. Let me tell y'all about my $115 day. Okay? And this is in the negative sense, honey, because I had to spend an unnecessary, unwarranted $115 today because I was being a good Samaritan for one of my children. Okay? Now, let me say this disclaimer here. I know today is not, I said what I say on Sundays, but I really don't give two cents less than a good goddamn. Okay? Because I'm finna say this, and because I mean it, okay? My child, my lovely child, my dear, lovely son, Brandon. My son came to me, and he called me, he texted me first and said, I need your help. I said, okay, what's up? And it had that ring of, this was urgent. And I thought, oh, wait, when the children called, it's okay, wait, what's up? And he tells me that his other gay dad needs some help. He's moving and needed some help. And since I don't have my car anymore, the big car, I thought that because you have your car, that we can go move him. And I said, oh, so you just recruited me for this. He said, well, yeah, that's exactly what the fuck I did. Then he retracted it. He said, no, not exactly. I told Dad that, I would see what you say. I said, And, my kids know, when they call me and carry on, I'll bitch moan and complain about it if it's something stupid. Now, if it's just far-fetched, they know I ain't gonna do it, okay? But here, somebody needed help and this, that, and the other. And, then on top of it, we need to go take one of his cars to the mechanic, because he got some work that he's doing. He's doing it in stages. So this was the day that we were gonna take the car back over to Robert. So the plan was we go help Dad. Then after we finish with him, you know, I follow him over to the mechanic and I bring him back. Cool. We get over here, got everything together, packed up the car, which wasn't as much as I thought it was gonna be, right? I'm like, oh, okay. This was rather simple. And every time I say that, not every time, but when I say that, I wait to see what my spirit is gonna say, you know. Uh, because I'm like, okay, let me see where this is going. Well, now I'm not gonna put that part of the man's business out there. We're just gonna say that we had a major malfunction. Okay. And so what happened is that we had to reroute plans. Okay. So now we are taking the stuff over to my son's house. Okay. So I'm like, oh, okay. But we had to go drop Dad back off at home first, which means that a bitch got to now go help my child take this shit up some steps. Okay. Now, granted, it was just a few tote bins that were heavy as fuck. Well, no, one was real heavy. The other one the other one was light. Garment bags, duffel bags, couple of boxes, and all that, right? So okay. So now, but we had to go take this child home first. So now we done traveled from his place down to where we thought we were going. Okay, that was a bus. So now I got to take you back to your house. Then we got to come over here because my child lives around the corner from me. Right? Well, en route to my child's house, and we are about literally maybe it's not even 2 minutes from where we were. For shits and giggles, I'm gonna say 2.5 minutes from his front door. We were on Riverdale Road, and there was a car on the side of the road. Well, it's a big curb there, so they couldn't get up on the curb to keep the car out of the way. So, we all had to get over to the next lane to maneuver. Good. Now, I've looked in my rearview mirror. I looked at my side view mirror. I had nothing on side of me so that I could make the maneuver, right? Well, darling, I am slowing down so that I can get over into the lane. So as I'm starting to venture over, there was a white car that now is beside me that wasn't there before. And it wasn't, I know we got blind spots, but that car was not there. And she's speeding. So to keep me from hitting this bitch, I had to then swerve. Okay? In my swerve, I end up hitting the goddamn curb and popped my tire. Now, y'all know I'm pissed as motherfucking shit. Okay? And see, I don't have road rage necessarily, and I'm saying it that way because I don't like stupid shit on the road. Okay? I really don't. I don't have a horn. God does not let me have a horn right now because I know I'd have blew her ass up. And if they had got out that car, bitch, it would have been on. Okay? Because now, bitch, you done make me swerve. And I hit the curb. Now my tire is busted. The ironic thing about it is this is how spirit is with me. Just earlier today, I was cleaning out the back of my trunk. Now I have a 2005 Honda Element, so it's SUV style, okay? I had some stuff in the back seat, namely my laundry stuff, because I hadn't brought my laundry in. So I got my laundry, a couple of things that I was keeping in the back, some blankets and stuff I bought from Walmart that I found for $3. Keep that. So I'm cleaning it out. And it just so happens I happened to look, and I didn't realize that there was a compartment up under the floorboard of the truck. And I got a spare tire. I said, oh, I do have a spare. Never paid that no mind, honey. And I just said that earlier today. So, all right, now I done popped this goddamn tire. I said, well, look at here, Jesus. Well, I guess you were trying to get me prepared for this. Mm-hmm. Well, the car that was broken down, they had called someone to come and give them a repair. I'm on the phone. I'm trying to get through AAA because I got AAA, the premier package, correct? I done paid this $100 some odd dollars. We gonna call Miss AAA. Well, AAA put me on hold and said, "Oh, okay, you on the line, and it would be the next call, the next available operator would be about 10 minutes." Now y'all know holding on the phone for 10 minutes is ridiculous. So then this boy comes up, one of the guys in the car. He tried to give me a business card. He said, "Yo, this guy said he'll change the tire for $50." I said, "No, I'm on with AAA." So he took the card back and carried on. Then when AAA told me now I'm on hold, the guy comes over to the passenger side. He had his vest on, he had his work shirt on with his phone number and shit on it and things. And he said to me, he said, "Hey," he said, "You sure you all right over there?" I said, "Well, yeah, he said, "We can do it now, or you're gonna wait 2 hours for AAA." And when he said that, I knew that he was telling the truth because every time we've called AAA, it has been a goddamn 2 hour wait. So I'm like, okay, you're right. Fuck it. He said, "How do you want to pay? Cash, charge?" I said, "You got cash app?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, cool." So now we doing all this, okay? But then the heathen in me sat up there because one of the reasons why I told this young man yes is because y'all know I like little pit bull little boys, okay? Well, men's. Because he had to have been about 5'6", 5'7", and no imagination is stretched. Okay. When I say he was stocky, okay, because he was all ass and thighs. Okay. This boy was all ass and thighs. And my heart started beating because I was like, oh my God, I want to slide him my digits and shit, you know, and be like, damn, what's up? So, I let him go ahead on and change the tire and carry on so I can get on the road. Well, come to find out, the goddamn spare is a donut. Now, it's the same size as my tires, but it's a donut tire. And it didn't have enough air in it. But what was happening was this. The stem on the thing, as they were putting the air in, it was seeping out. So he tells me, he says, "Listen, you hear that?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "That's not good." He said, "You're going to have to go get a tire because if not, then this thing will go flat and blah, blah, blah." So now, I had already said that when I saw that it was a donut, I got to go get a tire anyway, right? So now we done drove from here over here to the tire spot, right? Now the tire was $50. I asked them if they could repair the stem on the donut so that I could have this spare tire still, right? That was another $15. So I'm gonna pay 50 for the change, 50 for the tire, and 15 for the fucking stem replacement. So my day cost me $115 for being a good Samaritan. And then come to find out that we didn't even do what we were supposed to do. It got diverted because this child here had a major faux pas that we had to divert our plans and take the ship around the world. Okay. And I had to walk up the steps with heavy artillery. Okay. So yeah, that was my day. Now listen, my day started. We met up at about 1 o'clock. Okay. I left out of my house at about 12:15. Okay. Met up at about 1 o'clock. I did not get back up in here until after 7. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we put this show together based on these particular entities because we have a few things to discuss. So I titled today's show, Not with a 10-Foot Pole. Okay. Not with a 10-foot pole. Okay. So we're going to talk about boundaries and things of that nature today. How is it that you implement boundaries when you have to have that discussion where you have to lay down some hard-hitting boundaries, okay? Hard boundaries. How do you deal with that, okay? How do you deal with it when you become the person who have been given the boundaries? Okay. See, it's one thing to give them. It's another thing when you're on the receiving end of it. Okay. So how do you deal with that? Okay. So we're gonna talk about that. Bougie bitches. Okay. Bourgeoisie. Okay. Those children, honey, who are so busy being bougie, but yet they bargain basement bitches. Huh? Y'all know the people I'm talking about. We're gonna talk about that. Okay. What is it, and how do you deal with people who act as if they too good for this and too good for that, but they don't have two nickels to rub together to say they got something? Or they act as if they have all of that, but when you look up under the rug, everything is swept up under the carpet, and that big old heap, what you thought was decorative under the carpet, ain't nothing but a bunch of shit. Okay. So that there are some of the things that we're going to talk about today. We're going to have some fun as well, because I want you guys to imagine what your dream house is. If you had the coin, okay, the coin to have, to live in, and to maintain the house of your dreams, what would it look like? Okay, how would it be designed? Do you know designers? Are you designing it? Do you know anything? Okay, that would get you into a place that would be hot. You know. So so here you go. He came out here to bother me. Anywho, so what would your dream house look like? Okay, what would it be? How many bedrooms and things of that nature? What is it that you want your dream house to be? So we're going to get into that today, and then there's something else I put up there, but I got to go read it. But those are some of the points that we want to get to today. Okay, I see Nick. Nick, are you ready to come up in here, or are you doing something else? You ready? She said, "Mm-hmm." You going on to Bria? Where you going? Okay. All right, let me let Nick up in here. I see y'all coming up in here with the comments and things.
Okay. Hey, y'all, I happen to be moonlighting. I'm in a PK right now, but it's a party over here and a party over here. So.
Okay.
You guys, I made my quota.
Oh, did you?
My very first month as a host. I made my hours. I made my beans. I will get paid next week.
Oh, how about it? Okay. Well, cutesy, cutesy, cutesy.
I got over 40,000 beans.
Okay. Well,
And shout out to Eric Buckner because he was a big support for me. Thanks,
okay.
y'all.
Okay. Oh. Okay, here we go with these damn eyes. Wanna
Oh,
act
Lord.
crazy. Y'all know that night air is murder on my allergies, honey.
Can you guys see this? I'm in a PK. Do y'all see Shaka and them cheating? We have Shaka's wife on our side, me and Medusa, but then Shaka, it was supposed to be the guys against the girls. But Shaka went and got one of the other people in their family, Majaji, and then we can't even cuss Majaji out because we love her. But he's cheating. It's supposed to be the divine feminine
yeah.
against whoever him and whatever dudes he was supposed to get. He's cheating.
Okay.
He's cheating. He's cheating. He's cheating.
So, okay.
So I was hearing about your day. Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to get into this because
Is Red not in here? Because he was over here with me.
he was in for a second and he bounced out. So I think he's going up to the studio.
Oh, okay.
Okay, to change his location.
Because I told him I was like, I'm backstage. I'm over here, but I'm backstage. So.
Okay. Rose says she followed you on Bigo, honey.
For real? What's your name on Bigo? I'm in a PK right now.
So here is where we're going to go with this, honey. It's just been one of those days, and you know, when you sit down to think about it and to get into it and this, that, and that, it frustrates me. But when we talk about boundaries, see, I think this is what this is because my son is dealing with a few people in his life that, you know, he has to have a hard conversation with. And that is, I love you, but honey, I got to love you from a distance. You know, I have to love you from a distance. And it's not to say that we can't hang out or this, that, and other. It's just that you are one of those people, honey, that I can only take in spurts and in spells. You know what I'm saying? And I have to really feel you in order to be around you. But once I get my full of it, I'm good. Kind of like how, for those who eat chitlins, you know, for those who don't eat them all the time, you know, that's a holiday thing. But once you get your feel of it, you done, you good, you know? Okay, I'm not one who has to sit down there and do this umpteen times or whatever that is, you know. How is it that we deal with boundaries? How is it that you set them? How is it that you move forward? How is it that you have the hard conversation of having to set hard boundaries? And then the flip side of that question becomes, what do you do when you are the receiver of that boundary or that conversation? Because I've been on both ends of it, okay? I've been on both ends, and neither end is a good feeling because when you have to set the boundaries, and what it does, I know for me, it gives me a little anxiety because I feel as though, you know, I want you there, but you haven't earned the respect to be in that space, or you've taken it for granted, or you've abused it. You know, she said, and she's at Road to Stardom in there as well.
Okay, I'll find you.
So, when we talk about that, you know, my best friend did that to me. You know, you know, our whole thing is when we have to have a real heart-to-heart conversation, we'll go get something to drink. We'll go down by the water, and it's just me and him. Okay, it's just me and him. And he had said a couple things to me, and I was like, "Oh, you know, ooh, wait a minute, you know." But we supposed to be down and carrying on, and it has never been a problem before in my head. That's what I'm thinking. But what I had to learn is that just because I revere him in such a way that I had to also accept the fact that just because I want him to be everything, in everything and this, that, and the other, doesn't mean the same for him. Or at least, it's not my definition of it, you know. And so when we come to those particular kinds of conclusions, it became a do I did it. And then I had to learn how to accept it and then move forward, you know. And the moving forward became, it was difficult, but when I learned how to accept it, it was easier and easier and easier to do, you know. So be that as it may. This girl over here cutting up. What is that?
A PK is fun, y'all, because it's literally like a team against another team, and so people are down in the comments. They throw gifts, and so they threw gifts. This time it was us. We won. We done won 3, and I think they won 3. But it be
Okay.
looking like we're about to lose a lot, and then we got to the end and we won.
Hi. So that is what we're on today. Where my people at, honey? I'm trying to get y'all. Where they at? Okay, let me see what's going on. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me look at my Facebook, child, because usually the Facebook is where the people are at. And hell, they ain't came up.
Oh, wait a minute, let me check. And Rose on what you call 'em, right? On YouTube. Does anybody?
Yeah, Road is on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. Well, okay, they'll come in when they're ready. I just wanted, I'm for the sake of having to repeat myself. Well, they,
Okay.
they can play it in the beginning.
Yeah, there we go.
So having said all that, boundaries, 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 boundaries. What do they look like? When we say we need boundaries, what do we really mean? What do we mean when we say boundaries? And if you set a boundary, are you allowed to change them, or do they mutate, or is it something? Or do you think a lot of people just try to set boundaries and then they renege on their own shit, and it doesn't become an issue until you do something that they don't like? For instance, people will sit down there and claim they set boundaries, but they tell you any and everything and this, that, and the other, and they want you to keep their secrets, and they want you this and they want you that. But the second that, you got to check them on something, now all of a sudden you need to stay in your place. You need to mind your business. You need to be like, bitch, how am I minding my business when your business is my business? Bitch, you done told me all of it. You got me indirectly snatched up in this shit. And now that we're having this conversation, now you want to get mad because I'm not co-signing the bullshit. So do we have that? Is that the issue? Issue. Okay. Do you think that's an issue, or do we have to are we too sensitive to the fact of that, because I have you in my life, that it gives me those unspoken rules that I'm supposed to have carte blanche to your life because I'll put you in this particular space, or because you my bestie, or because you my Judy, or because we share so much that we supposed to share everything. Do we take advantage of those things? Do we take liberties with those ideas and antics? What is it that we do or don't do that will catapult us into those things, to where we have to have the hard conversation of, okay, you have to respect the boundaries.
We have to set some boundaries. I don't know. It gets tricky, especially with friendships. Because if you don't have a good communication thing going, then people get offended, and it's like, well, I thought we was cool. I should be able to say anything to you.
Right.
Without you being offended by what I'm saying, because if we are truly friends, then if I'm saying something to you, it's because it must be needed to be said.
Right.
So you can't get in your feelings when somebody's trying to send you something out of love. Now, if you just got a shady motherfucker that's crossing boundaries just because they crossing boundaries, that's different. And we have to be able to recognize the two.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In two
Now,
different situations.
now, what exactly is a boundary? Because see, we'll say we need to set boundaries, but what is it? What are those parameters? Let's take you for example. How would you set boundaries? What boundaries do you think need to be set that are non-negotiable? Like, listen, you know, yeah. What are those things?
I think boundaries are for different people, different boundaries.
Okay, that's fair.
Think
That's
of it like
fair.
this. I said our kids, we was talking about kids, right? We was talking about babies today. You know, that boundary when I'm not one of your little friends.
Right.
Watch your mouth.
Right.
I don't give
Right.
how grown you are, you better watch your mouth.
Right.
You know, it's certain things that even as our kids get to be adults, you know, they think because they're adults, sometimes they can say certain things you can't say. You know what
To
I
me,
mean?
certain things you
Right, to
can't
me.
say to me.
To me.
Okay.
Um, when it comes to friends, like I said, I think
Well, wait
when
a
it
minute. Let
comes
me
to friends,
keep talking because I'm going to address this comment right here.
okay.
You're not sensitive to me because, Miss Thing, every time I try to be sensitive, you think it's funny that you don't listen. So when I have to get hard on you, is to make sure that you listen and that you know not to take advantage of me. And so you know that I am not the one to be fucked with or played with in that particular manner. That's why I'm not sensitive with you like that. I can be and I have been. But there are moments where when I try to do this and try to do that and keep it cute, you don't hear. And then you want to play this little game of cat and mouse and go around in circles. So I have to stop all that bullshit and get to the point and be like, no, this is where this is. This here is where oh, perfect boundary. Let's do that. Okay.
Wait, was this one of the children?
How?
Is this one of your children?
No. No, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
No. No. This is a perfect thing about boundaries. And I think what we have to really understand about boundaries is that I'm starting to believe that boundaries is another word for respect.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's supposed to be, ain't it?
Okay. So
Because when you cross a boundary, that means you went into a world of disrespect. You
right.
went too far.
You went too far thinking that it was cutesy cutesy or that it was okay. Cause we got the phrase, you don't know me like that. Right. We had
Try
the you don't know
Jesus,
me.
not me. Don't try
Right.
me. You better try Jesus.
Okay. You don't know me like that. Okay.
Right.
And so in this particular case, I'm addressing that particular person directly because oftentimes, when I'm being cutesy and this, that, and the other, it becomes one of those kinds of things of, oh, but that's just Demetrius, honey. Demetrius is Demetrius. He's understanding. And they feel as though I could just say anything. I'm like, no. And then you and I both have a thing about tones. Cause see, and a lot of times it ain't what you say, it's how the fuck
How
you
do
say
you say
it.
it? Period.
Because see, I know what you thought you said, but I'm gonna tell you what I heard. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I heard, and what I heard is boppa boppa boom, because everything is in that motherfucking tone. Okay, and even me, I know that because I've been raising kids all of damn life, I know I can sound very parental. You
Mm.
know, matter of
I think I do
factly,
too. I
and
do too.
and oftentimes that will annoy the shit out of folks, and I know that. So there are moments where folks will sit down there and they'll give me a look, or they'll be like, "What did you just say?" You know, and we had to double back. But I see, and this, that, and the other. So I'm mindful of myself, you know, and I have to put myself in check. So this is not like I'm throwing this out here and saying that I'm immune to it. No, I know I have to be mindful of me. Um, But at the same time, in this particular case, as Zakia to say I'm not sensitive to you, no, you don't want me to be sensitive. As a matter of fact, that's what you thrive off of. You thrive off of me being harsh or whatever, so that you can have something to talk about. That there is part of your fuel, and that's what I have to stop buying into. Okay, because if I'm sister girlfriend or whatever, then that there gives you all that it gets you kitty cat shaw shit, and then you take advantage of that. And then you get into your whole little thing, and then got me repeating myself 16, 17,000 times. And
Right.
then that's a pet peeve of mine. And then when I say, okay, I'm done, that's it. And then when you don't want to take no for an answer, then I have to sit down there and press and say, bitch,
Then
I'm
I'm
done.
the wrong one.
Then
Then
I'm
I'm the
wrong.
wrong one.
I'm wrong. I'm the one who don't understand. I'm all kinds of other kinds of names and shit, you know. And then it becomes a whole big old thing about nothing. When I told you from the beginning, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Stop doing that.
Right.
The next thing I know, I got folks calling my goddamn house and shit because you done said something. And I'm like, didn't I tell you to stop doing that shit? Okay,
Then we the bad guys.
because it feel like it's a setup. So if you set me up, then that means you don't respect anything that I'm doing. I don't care how much you say you believe in me. I say don't do this because you see it causes problems, but that's not what you hear. And then when I'm not sensitive to you because you ain't sensitive to me, then we go through this bullshit of back and forth, all this old drama. And so it's like, no, I don't have time for it.
It becomes, and then see that's the part that I don't like, because when we try to say, hey, this is what it is, like you said, don't do that, but then
Right.
because you think it's so cutesy, oh, they ain't really worried about it, go ahead, Nikki ain't worried about it, go ahead, and
Oh,
then when I
no,
pop the fuck off,
here it is. Oh, she'll get over it, honey. She'll be all right.
she
That.
be all right,
Oh, she
she
get over it.
understanding,
She understand
she.
that. Yeah.
And then when I curse you the fuck out and you looking at me like I'm crazy.
Right, because you act like, because for whatever reason, you act like you was immune to the cuss out.
Right.
Everybody else could get it, but you thought you were immune to it. Okay.
And baby, if I cuss my own kids out, I don't know what make you think I'm not gonna cuss your fucking ass out.
Okay. Okay. So that
And I think
there
that's people
is
get that mixed up. It's like you pay. See, it's the thing where some people in our lives will continue to take our kindness for weakness,
right,
and that's the part where
right,
you got me fucked up.
right. Now, to be fair, because we have to look at it from the other side of the coin too. Because, like I say, oftentimes it's always when we have to give boundaries. But what about when we have to be given boundaries? When we have to be told, bitch, okay, bitch, hold up. You done went too far. And you should have said, wait a minute, how did I go too far? How did, what's this trigger? Because I ain't said nothing I ain't said already.
Right.
You know, I talk like this all the time. You know,
think,
so what is it? And see, I get very sensitive to that because I'm like, well, wait a minute, because I don't like to feel as though I've offended anybody
me either.
or whatever, because everybody's views and stuff is completely different, and we all know the pop off. You know, we know the
And
pop
then we got
off.
to think about it in the rate of the kids. When our
Right,
kids get grown,
right.
and they live in their own shit, they doing their own shit. Sometimes, like I know for me, my kids are very
Oh yeah.
respectful.
Oh, that's real good. Yeah,
My kids are very
yeah.
respectful. So if I go to their house, they won't smoke or anything like that. So I let them know this is your house.
Right.
I appreciate that you giving me the respect of not smoking or whatever, but I know that y'all smoke. Y'all they smoke weed all goddamn day. I know you smoke. You don't have to not do that when I'm in your house. You understand what I'm saying? But to cross a boundary, Zaza, you switch sides. To cross a boundary with me coming in the house and saying, don't be in here smoking no motherfucking weed.
Well, and you know I'm here. Right. Uh-huh. And they pay,
That's crossing a
and
boundary.
we taught them, get your own house, you
Get your
know.
own house.
You know, you don't like my rules, honey. You get your own shit, make your own rules. Now I done
And
came
then when
into
they
your
do it,
domain.
right. And that's why I say I
Right.
appreciate my kids for giving me that respect. But to cross a boundary would be for me to demand that when I come in your house. Because that's
Uh-huh.
like saying I can't do the shit at your house. And now you telling me I can't do it when you come in my house either.
Uh-huh.
So then you have your kids being resentful, like, well, mom, when you coming over here? For how long you staying?
Right.
What you coming for? You know what I'm saying? So that's
Right.
a perfect example of us because we're so parently. You know what I mean? Cross the line. Well, sometimes I find myself having to, even though me and Cole live in the same house, I find myself having to pull back from some of the things I say because it's like you're grown, you're paying bills. So if you continue to do this shit that I know you shouldn't be doing, maybe I
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be saying nothing because you're not listening anyway, and all of this doing is causing friction between us. So how about I shut the fuck up? You go through whatever the hell you need to go through.
Right. Go
But
through
am
it
I
and then
saying I
come see
don't
me on the
never
back
cross
end.
these
Right.
boundaries? I do, but then I have to remember, so I have to pull back.
Right.
You
Okay.
know,
And what Buckner said this. Some people who understand that I'm a kind-hearted person at heart eventually decide to test the boundaries by trying to see how much they can get from me before they push too far. That's a
exactly.
good one, honey.
Remember, I said
That's
trying
a
to
good
take
one.
somebody kindness for a weakness. That'll get you fucked up.
Anything that goes against my things, I won't believe in or change for anybody or anyone. Okay, okay. How about that? So that's
Right.
what your boundaries are. Okay, 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 okay.
I think that's cool
Now, see,
too.
Zakita
Like,
put some other comments up in here,
okay, go ahead.
and I'm not ignoring you. It's just that what you're putting up in here, honey, is gonna make me have to either read you and put our business out here in the street, which I'm transparent. But
Let's
if you
not do
want to
that.
go there, I can go there. But this is not the time and the place for that. And don't call me after the show trying to have an explanation because we've discussed this already. But we're talking about boundaries. And
I
see,
was going to say, do you? I mean,
but
if y'all feel like y'all want to hatch it out online, do Zakia want to come up?
no,
Because
no, I'm not bringing her in here because see, the reason why is because just like she's doing now, she's talking in circles. And let me do this. I'm gonna do this because this is what she want to hear. She want to hear that she was right for sticking up for me. She want to hear me say, "Yeah, you were right." But my whole thing is, you didn't. It would have never been a right or wrong thing had you kept your motherfucking mouth shut. All the situation, honey, would not have been a situation had you not went back and said anything that I said. Because
mm,
that was our conversation. Had nothing to do with anybody else. Had nothing to do with nothing. Now all of a sudden, because you don't went and said what I said, now I
then it's a
got
big
folks calling
thing.
my house. I got folks really waiting to see what the fuck I look like, because it got to a point to where shit it could have went down to Knuckle City over some bullshit. Right?
This something recent?
No, 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 because they had to put again boundaries. I say not with a 10-foot pole. I had to say
Mm,
no. I got to pull myself up out of this because what it is, y'all. Okay, okay, okay. Wait a minute. Shit, I don't pull my own ass into this. Y'all know I'm a spiritual counselor. I don't like to use the word psychic. I don't like none of those words. I am a spiritual counselor. I have clients and carrying on. So when we sit down and we talk, we talk. This is us talking. Now, your belief and your family's beliefs are two different things. Your family don't
mm,
believe in it. Okay?
right.
Your family don't believe in it. So because I done said something to you because you came to me, you end up going to your family telling them what the fuck I said.
If your family don't believe in stuff like that, why would you even discuss that with
Bam,
them?
bam.
Because that's a problem from the gate.
So now in her defending me is because this is Haji's sister.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So now because I'm Haji's friend, it became a whole big ass to do over nothing.
Oh,
You understand? So now her telling them what I said just sparked some bullshit to where now they're calling me. They were calling me and this, that, and other. Then, then it became, what you, bitch, wait a minute. Now, see, now you're going to make me cuss you. But you shouldn't keep your mouth shut. No, I did keep my mouth shut because I had nothing to do with that. I told you, bitch, listen. I did this because I said I was trying not to do that, but I pulled myself into this. But again, this fits today's subject, boundaries. Because of what it was, you came to me as a client. Okay? It's just like you going anywhere. I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm gonna use the term. I'm gonna use the word doctor. It's just like if you went to your doctor and your doctor said you got breast cancer. Okay? Or no, let me not say you got it. I'm gonna say I'm gonna test you for breast cancer because something is looking a little abnormal. I told you that because we have a client-patient confidentiality. That's us, our client-patient confidentiality. What do when you go home? You tell them, I said you got cancer and this, that, and the other.
Well, that's not
and
what
they
you
got
said.
to run tests and they got to do this and they got to do that. Okay? Now, the family that got mad. They want to come see the doctor because they like, oh no, you got to rerun the test because that ain't right. We ain't got none of that in our family. We ain't got. So now, because they done got hot, she then had to say that, but no, you don't understand. Don't go after the doctor like that. The doctor just being the doctor, he's doing his job. Because I went to the doctor and then I got to the point to where they so hot, they don't hear that. They don't hear that. So in her defending the doctor, the family done got, they done got red hot and they don't want to hear nothing. I just want to hear a resolve. And if you ain't going to resolve this shit, then hell, we going to handle this shit. Okay? That's what it became. Okay? Then it became all this old back and forth bullshit that had nothing to do with nothing. Okay? Now she keeps saying, I had your back. I didn't need you to have my back, and that's what you're not hearing.
Had you not, they should have known whatever was discussed.
Something. You keep saying I had your back, but you didn't have to defend me. It wouldn't have been nothing to have had you not gone back and said X, Y, and Z. Had you not said nothing or used my name, and then they didn't know me. Right. They knew you had the party. They knew you did this. They knew you did that. That's all they knew. Now, you done went back and told them this and told them this and told them this. You done had them calling me on the phone. You done had them on the three-way. And when I say I felt set up, because I kept telling you, don't put nobody on the phone, and I don't know that they there. But I will pick up the damn phone, and my spirit will just be, I'm like, who else on this goddamn phone? And that's the shit. Because now they want to hear it out of my own mouth and all that kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it became, no, we can't.
And it was supposed to be a conversation between y'all, not you and everybody else.
And that's what it was. And then I would say, don't do that no more. And then she would sit down there and she kept doing it. Now the thing was, okay, this ain't my family. This is a good girlfriend because she was trying to bring me clients, right? So it was like, well, if I have you on the phone and things, and then you see, because he good. So I got what she was trying to do, right. But it wasn't translating like that because I kept telling her, don't do that because it feels like a setup. I don't need nobody. No, if they want to find out what I'm about, have them call me. I'll give them a free. Right. You get 10 minutes from me, honey. I'll give you I could do my thing. And it became that. So now it's this back and forth thing because in her mind, she doesn't see what
the question for me is, what was the point of them knowing that it was you who gave whatever reading or whatever? Why couldn't it be I got a reading?
No. It became family dynamics and family drama that was specific to their family.
Right.
Because I'm friends with Haji, it came up, well, that was your friend,
Okay.
and then it became a whole big to do, and they got to
Mm-hmm.
dragging this and dragging this and dragging it, and it just became so much to where I said, you know what, fuck this, I got to leave all this alone.
Okay.
Because when their father passed, I would have loved to have gone to the funeral, but I wasn't going to that damn funeral. Not when everybody grieving, and then I'm the object of upsetness and anger. No, you're not finna fight me at no motherfucking funeral.
Right.
No.
Yeah, because that just seemed like you said, it seemed like a setup.
And that's the part she's not hearing, and she ain't gonna hear it because she'll keep saying, "But I had your back," just like she just said right here. I wasn't going nowhere. I had your back. That's not, you're not hearing what I'm saying,
I'm
boo.
still not getting the point. The point is, it should have never had to happen.
You would not have had to have my back. Have what stayed at the party stayed at the party. What they say, what goes on in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Right.
But you went here and went there and went here and went there. I mean, so much so. And okay, let me give you this because you will appreciate this. They're raised Muslim.
Right. I remember.
Okay. They're raised Muslim. So child, they don't deal with all of that. You come from it.
There's no way in the world I wouldn't have told my father, look.
That
He
a
would have never
psychic
even know
said this. And that's the part that she's not hearing, because when she went and started saying that, she said my name, however she said it, then they were addressing me as the psychic. And then when one of her brothers got on,
like
one of the
true
brothers
sayings
got on
and
the
witchcraft,
phone,
and they don't look at it in a good way.
No. And one of them got on the phone and, of course, wanted to clock my tea on the phone. Oh, and then Annie gay. Then it became that whole big old thing. So that's when it got messy. Not only did she talk to the psychic, now you talk to some gay motherfucking psychic. Okay?
Yeah.
And it became a whole big to-do about nothing. About nothing. And a lot of stuff that ended up playing out.
Right now, the way you're explaining this, the way you're explaining it, I'm trying to figure out what part of it doesn't she get. Now, because now I'm looking at it, I'm actually looking at it in a different way. Because when you bring the Islamic part in, I mean, I saw her name, but
right
when you bring the Islamic part in there, how old is she?
40. She's 40.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you are able to know that the old heads in Islam don't play that. They don't play that. It's not something that you could bring to them.
Come in.
You could have been a, who there?
Who you think?
Make me get in my car.
Girl.
I see you. Cause I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee. Hey boo. Hey boo, hey.
You have fun at the restaurant?
I did.
We went out. Okay.
What you got over there?
I'm still, not to change the subject, but I really want to get. If I'd have got my ass out of this house today, I swear to God, I would have went back to Chickaloo.
Really? Uh-huh. Oh, I need to introduce him to that. He had to have the Chickaloo's chicken sandwich.
Are they open tomorrow?
I hope so. I'm gonna look, but we got to go early. He like to be on the road by 1 o'clock because he don't like driving at night.
You want me to meet you there 11?
Okay.
I eat that damn chicken that whole day. I promise you I did.
Yeah. Oh, do you need some bread?
Oh yeah, okay. I ate it.
No,
that bread is good.
The black-owned bread.
That bread is good.
No.
was on the phone with I said, girl, I forgot to grab some cake for the
I got cakes to grab, honey. Okay. Anyway.
But yeah, like so that's one of those things, no matter what the reading was about, that's not something I would have took back to my family. Like I would never be able to go to my dad and even talk about that. Because I'd have heard Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah. That's like like if you don't get the fuck away from me. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like a blasphemy.
Yeah.
You know. And so
okay, she says I said I had his back and I got flack for that. That there came from the family, baby.
What I'm trying to say to you, Zakia, growing up in Islam, like being born into Islam until probably like a couple years ago when I just got more spiritual than religious, that's just something I would never even right now share with my dad. That I do this stuff. I would never tell my dad that I got all these tarot cards and all this sage and all the crystals and that. Child, he too old. He will pop a damn top. You understand? Right. So I think if you needed to tell somebody, maybe going to your family wasn't the right thing to do. That's how I see it.
Wait a minute. Buck ain't no motherfucking good.
What the hell is that?
Look what he wrote. I said, early show tonight. Hey, Alabama.
Right. Y'all know when he gets to looking off to the side. Well, there you have it. Look. Hey, well, there you have it. Well, children, look. No, but yeah, the part that you're really missing is sharing it with your family, who is Islamic family, who is never, they don't give a shit what you say. The older.
But she said, this is not about Islam. And
but your family values are going to stay where they're going to stay.
Going round and round like this, I have to stop it. Mm-hmm. Because for whatever reasons, she don't hear the implications of everything else.
Because if you're 40, I'm 50. That 10-year generational gap ain't that close when it comes to Islam. I'm trying to tell you.
Right. Okay. Well, actually, because how'd you be 46 in December? You just turned 45. So you what, 44? 43, 44?
Yeah. Because you may not think it's about Islam, it is because they have those old traditional ways. That's why I said I will be 51 on my birthday. Ain't no damn way in the world I call my father and say, well, Dad, I read the cards and right. I feel like I'm about 6 years old again. He'll be like, what the fuck you say? You did what? Mm-hmm. What card? A Hallmark card? What card you talking about? Right. Okay. It's just the traditions. The way that they think is different.
Okay. Hold on for a second. She said so you 42. Okay.
Yeah, same age as my sister. I mean my little brother.
Hold on, wait a minute. Keep talking.
Yeah, so
for a second.
I think I mean you having his back, he's not denying that. Because I'm that person too. I'm always have his back, but sorry, y'all. I know I'll be so damn ghetto when I get on him. It wasn't about having his back. It's about you shouldn't have had to have his back to begin with because what he said to you was to you.
Right. Now, she put up in the comments what I said, which set the family on fire. But at the same time, I can see the comments. Wait a minute. I wasn't going to post it, but she put it up in here so everybody else who on Facebook are watching this.
Girl, you don't need a psychic to tell you when somebody can.
Okay. Okay. So be that as it may.
Is he?
How about that? This is what I took a lot of stuff behind because you opened your motherfucking mouth.
You shouldn't have said nothing. Especially, oh my God. And that's even worse. To
Okay.
say that he said somebody's gay, he's gay, and then to say like it came from like a reading. So yes, it does have everything to do with Islam. I didn't even think it was nothing that deep. You had to know when you said that that was going to cause an issue, because I've known a lot of brothers that were Muslim and they were actually gay. And do you know how terrified they've lived their lives for somebody to find that out? So it does have everything to do with your family being Muslim and the fact that Meech is gay. And then you telling him all this stuff. Meech is gay, he's a psychic, and then he said that your cousin is gay. And you honestly believe that has nothing to do with Islam? You can't be that clouded in the mind. You can't be. You can't be. You on mute, Meech.
Okay. They didn't want to accept the message or the messenger. Exactly. Okay.
Exactly. I was about to say, because then it becomes all kinds of derogatory stuff.
It was, yes.
Because of who the messenger was.
Because
you telling me the messenger
was.
You telling me the messenger is a damn psychic and the psychic is gay, and you bringing this shit to me? And when you coming from a mind frame of that's not supposed to be what life is,
right?
So you can't be that naive to think that it don't have nothing to do with that. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. Unless y'all the ones that unless y'all the Muslims that just be pretending.
That was everything. And then on top of it, one of the people who she said it to happens to be the boy's father. So you know he was out after my ass for real.
Okay. So y'all know how I am. Either I'm gonna be honest as shit or I ain't gonna say nothing. You knew when you said that shit that was gonna cause a problem. Unless you have a mental development delay, you knew that when you said to tell somebody's father that their son is gay, especially if this ain't something that they suspect themselves, and then to tell them that another gay man who just happens to be a psychic told you that, there's no way on this planet you could ever get me to believe that you didn't think that that wasn't going to start some shit. If you thought that what Meech was saying was correct, you could have simply watched. So I'm assuming this your cousin, right? That's the cousin?
Nephew.
Okay, so if you thought this, what you should have just did is sit back and watch the signs. And then become a confidant as an aunt to talk to him when he was ready to talk about it. To take that to a person who may not have been ready for his tea to be clocked. And then you take it to the whole family. You take it to his dad.
Exactly.
And I don't know you personally, but looking from the outside, looking in, that sounds like you wanted to start some shit.
Right.
Because you probably thought it yourself.
Here's the thing. Let me take a commercial break right here because I got to go. Oh, we'll be right back in a few moments. Let me see, because this might take me a minute. So let me go. And I am going to play with one. You play this.
Okay, black on. Get into it. Black on. Look at that David Ford right there. That's his thing. Black on. He don't know Tom. Look at that. Yeah, David Ford, that's his thing. You don't know Tom. Yeah. Yes. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can't see the demons. I can't see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
In these pages, I am indeed Cicely the actress, who has been blessed to grace the stage and screen for 6 decades. I am an observer of human nature and the dreamer of audacious dreams. And here in my 9th decade, I am a woman who at long last has something meaningful to say.
Ooh, baby, baby, please don't you be such a tease. If it's loving that you want from me, I got boo-boo. Don't be standing over there acting like you don't care when it's everything you want right here. I got boo-boo. I could be.
Okay, I am back, y'all. I ended up pressing the wrong button. I was trying to hit another commercial and played the song. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Now y'all gonna think something. However, anywho, what is going on? Wait a minute. I'm gonna go to the comments. Okay. He said, and I still stood up for your ass. That's why I said, see, she ain't gonna get it. You should have not gone there. I think you questioned what Meek said. That's why you felt the need to discuss with others. Okay, interesting. What did I miss in the comments? It seems a little heated. Okay, some real life becomes involved in the show. Tonight appears to be the case. Okay. Listen, let me send you this damn thing. Let me send you the thing. That's funny. I need to hear Buck. Okay, because I'm hearing him in my head. I'm like, okay. I'm hearing Buck in my head. Okay. Shit. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. I got to go here. Anyway, in the interim of all of this, this is what's happening, children. And hey, You know, it is what it is, or at least it is what it appears to be. But it's a perfect setup for what we're talking about as far as understanding boundaries with this particular chapter of the discussion. Okay, what is that? Oh, I'm gonna mute her mic. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So this here, it goes into what we're talking about today. Understanding how to maintain boundaries when you have to have a hard conversation, and when you have to sit down there, and what does it mean to have to set a boundary? You know what I'm saying? And does it mean sometimes boundaries are you will have to cut folks off completely? Okay, do you sever a tie? Do you just say okay here? Or like I say, the title of the show is not with the 10-foot pole. You know, I can't fuck with you. I got to fuck with you from a distance or this, that, and the other. How do we answer that? You know what I'm saying? So that there is the case. Okay. Um, so I'm gonna wait for Buck to get in here, but I'm gonna transition out of that because part of the part two to this question is all about being bougie. Okay. How is it that you deal with folks who are bougie, you know, and they think they are grandiose and grander than grand, but yet they are bottom barrel bitches or bargain basement bitches, however we want to call it, honey. And BBB, and it's not the Better Business Bureau, honey. How do we deal with all of that? You know, how do you deal with someone who wants to put on all these airs, or they come around you and act as if they can't this, or oh, they can't that, and oh, this is beneath them, and oh, this, and this. Yet when you get them into their own environment and carry on, honey, what you thought, you know, the attitude and stuff was, honey, is completely the opposite of what you see. Huh? What is that for you? Okay, talk to me, Sharon, talk to me. Because, you know, we real quick to sit up there and to give out and throw out comments and to throw out, you know, whatever. And, you know, whatever that means, you know, we'll talk about them, we'll call them names or this, that, and the other. But yet, most of the time, they most of the time, those are the ones, honey, that we keep in our corners for a good laugh, a good kiki. Mm-hmm. He's taunting me, y'all. We keep, like I said, a good laugh or a good kiki or the life of the party. You know what I mean? Because somebody gonna end up talking about them. Somebody gonna end up saying something that's gonna make everybody laugh or get everybody to say some sly remarks or whatever. But then when they get into their own world and you get to see their struggle, when they say the struggle is real, and you get to see their struggle, how do we deal with it? How do we navigate through those particular waters? Okay. How do we end up doing that? Okay. So what say you about the bougie bitches? Okay. Those who give you all these particular airs and yet they don't know what the fuck it is that they want to do out of life. Those who give you all these airs, they hold their pinky up when they drink their tea, honey. They only drink from the finest Mikasa crystals and things and all of that. You know.
You seen my phone?
Okay. Uh-oh. Did Nikki just? Oh, damn it! I don't know what happened with Nick, but I'm gonna bring Buck up in here.
What?
Okay. No, Nikki was just here, but something just knocked her out.
I saw that. Okay. First things first. Hi, Alabama.
He said, "Hey." He said, he looked over his phone. He said, "He'll be back up here in a few."
The birthday present has arrived. But all right.
Yeah, y'all know this is My official birthday season starts tomorrow. Y'all know my birthday is Thursday the 4th.
Indeed.
However, the season goes from February 28th until April 2nd.
Check
So all up
in,
in that
bro.
time, honey, Big Meech is in birthday mode.
Check is in the mail, my brother.
Now, I'm not sitting up here. Don't you say happy belated? Because if you say it within that time, it is still my birthday. Ain't no belated shit, honey. No.
Understood. Understood. Okay. Let me get to this. Okay. With all due respect, my sister, your name being Zakaya, all due respect. Here is the issue. What you did is.
Well, let me solo you. I'm a solo you. Go ahead.
All right. What you did is very much addressing the very issue that is being brought forth to you this evening in regards to boundaries. Here's the situation. You went to Brother Meech with the understanding that you wanted to gain some type of enlightenment from him. Keeping in mind that if you went to him and the services in which you required from him, it was with the respect that you basically believe what he would say, regardless of what those thoughts may be, would be valid and true. If you do not respect that opinion in the first place, that was a conversation that should have never taken place. Now, obviously, because you have grown up in Islam, there are certain beliefs that you were taught to believe. Whether you choose to believe them now at this point, I do not know. But bottom line is, when you went to Meech for his services, it was with the understanding that what he would say you would take to heart and be valid. Keep in mind, this was an adult conversation, an adult transaction. When you are an adult, that means that whatever opinions that others have, you may want to consider them one way or another, but ultimately as an adult, the final decisions in regards to your actions are yours and yours alone. So that when you had the conversation and that was revealed to you, if you felt it to be the reality, then at that point, that's all that needed to be said. When it was discussed beyond the realm of that with others, because keep in mind, if you were the only two people in that room to have that conversation, at that point, the only way it's discussed any further is because you, in turn, went to someone within your circle, whether that be your family, friend, what have you, and had a discussion outside of what was discussed with you. If you went to Meech in confidence, because I'm pretty sure if the shoe was on the other foot, and he, in turn, took the information that he gathered from you in order to have the reading or what have you, and spread that information to others, you would feel some type of way, as you should, because a person who does those types of things in regards to readings, what have you, they have a personal oath similar to that of your doctor or a medical professional that does work in regards to that, okay? Not that they have to take it, not that it's required by law of them, but basically, if you are a person who is serious about what you do, you take that to heart. So for you to confide that information with others, that opened Pandora's box. And that's the part that you're not seeming to understand. That's when you went beyond the boundaries of what was to be said and done and not said, and put other people into the business. Now, because keeping in mind that being your brother's best friend or what have you, you have put a rift between them because of what was said and done between the two of you. And who knows what weight those words have long term in terms of your family members or your brothers for that matter. Because yes, they are friends, but in the same token, maybe at certain points and junctures, that plays back into Hadi's mind when he has some of these discussions with your brother, which oftentimes lead to them disagreeing to the point where Meech hangs up on him. Who knows if that part plays into that part? The boundaries that you cross are something that you need to understand. Even now, in having this discussion this evening on the air, keep in mind, this is a public forum. So you are putting more people into that business.
Yes.
Keep in mind, you are here and your brother who has access to this page, perhaps other people, if he so shares that page with others, then see this conversation go on And that adds to the divide between Meech and your family members, to where now it's like, okay, see, so on and so forth. And they begin to attack him just for the simple fact that he has addressed you. He has said it in a way to where it's not an attack, but in the same token, because people already had that preconceived notion based on the discussions you had with them, you are adding more fuel to that fire.
You know what?
Bottom line, this is a give or take situation. When we go on the air and discuss things regarding our opinions and whatnot, we should understanding that that may come back to haunt us later on down the line in terms of what we said, particularly when it comes to family members, people we are close to that happen to see this page. I've had that experience myself. But in the same token, the boundaries, the reasons why we have them is because sometimes you have to not use people's names to protect the innocent. Sometimes you have to kind of go around what was actually said in order for other people to won't be inclined to be in your business.
Right, right.
You have broken that rule. You have went across that boundary, which is the whole point to this conversation that clearly has gone past you. Because in the end, yes, as an adult, there are certain things that you should require of yourself. And at this point, you have gone beyond that and bringing this particular private situation into this public forum. Now, so other people can critique it like myself. I should not have had this discussion, but since you can put me in y'all 2 cents, there's mine.
Okay. And there we have.
Now I'm stepping off soapbox.
Oh, are you stepping off the soapbox? Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Nick, I'm gonna put you in the backstage and you handle that. Because I got her, I muted her mic because she handling something. You ready? Wait a minute, she let me know when she's ready.
All right.
Okay. Okay. She said, no, I'm here for it.
All right.
Because I was letting my brother say what he needed to say.
Okay. So here, you know, and in trying to be delicate with it, this is more so, Zakia, this is more so for you. Because like I said, what you want me to accept is you want me to say, thank you for standing up for me. Okay? You want me to acknowledge that, but I had your back. And okay, you did. Okay, you did. But the problem is that it would not have been an issue had you not said anything that we had talked about at the party, which was a psychic reading party that your family knew that you had, but they didn't come because why? They don't fuck with it.
Now, see, here's the part that I did not know in that situation. She was the one who actually had the party.
Yes.
In which you were the reader.
Yes.
And then in turn, you went and did that.
Right.
My quote is among us. You feel what I'm saying?
The thing is this, and there's no way in the world that you're going to get me to believe. Now, I will say this. I wish you wouldn't have brought it to this. Right. I agree with Eric. The more you talk about this out in the public, then your family gets more fuel to that fire. But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't know you, and I never met your brother, but I know who your brother is. But at the end of the day, to me, it just sounds like some messy shit. Like, there's no way in my mind that you be able to tell me that when you took that to your family, that they were going to accept that and it wasn't going to be a big deal. You shouldn't have had to take up for him, because even if you wanted to tell them that, why would you tell them it came from him?
Right, because bottom line, you don't know the family at that point, but you do. You know your people and what they believe.
You know what's going to cause confusion.
Kind of rift that was going to cause.
That just seemed like some mess right there. So
that
the
was
fact that you want to keep on saying
that was made by you.
I was going to say, so the fact that you want to keep on saying I had his back, that's a bunch of bullshit to me, because you shouldn't have never needed to have his back, because you shouldn't have never said what he said.
Exactly, because you knew what was going to transpire after.
That's going to blow your whole family up. And even if you want to ask your nephew about it, you still would have to say, well, Meech said that you was gay. Like,
and that's exactly what she said.
Is that what she said?
That's exactly what she said.
Listen, and I ain't even know that. I got gifts too, but I didn't know that.
That's exactly what she said.
And to me, something like that, had I got a reading about somebody being gay, y'all know that don't bother me. Hell, it can't bother me. Both my daughters is gay. I ain't have a problem with it with them. I ain't gonna have a problem with it with nobody else. But I know that I wouldn't go to somebody else and say, I wouldn't go to my brother. Had I known my niece was gay, right? My niece is gay. Had I known my niece was gay before she said something to her dad, would I have said something to her dad? No. But I would have been the person she would have been able to come to help her tell her dad if that's what she would have needed. Hell, I didn't know. He called me and was like, hey, well, what do I do now? I said, nothing. You don't do shit. She's fine. She's gay. She ain't terminally ill.
That was not your place to do that.
Exactly.
Bottom line. That's the part that you're not understanding.
Right. It was not your place to do that. If you wanted to be a confidant to your nephew, that would have been one thing. But to go and say, Meat said you was gay.
Okay.
Understand, in a court of law, that is not admissible. Hearsay evidence.
That's hearsay. That's hearsay. What if Meach was just being being a Miss Cleo?
Right.
And bullshitting people around.
Because granted, I don't understand the total reading or whatnot, but you getting your reading from the cards that is coming to you from the spirits within. So it's not necessarily what Meach says, but Meach is getting from the other people that say.
Right.
So now you get a forehand from it.
What if the energy in the room would have been all mixed up? And he had the right message, but it went to the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
That part.
All you were supposed to do was that it didn't affect you directly, so you shouldn't have said nothing. If your nephew is in fact gay, when he was ready for everybody to know, he would let them know.
To truly be a person that is a confidant is with that understanding. Keep your mouth closed, boo-boo.
Yeah. So the part that you're not getting about, you had his back. The fact is, you shouldn't have had to have his back.
The only reason you had to have his back because you went in front of him and said
right. That part.
That conversation equals no need to defend.
That's it.
So, honey, okay. Now on to
that was just weird because I didn't never think we would have something like that, especially something that's kind of blindsided for us.
Right.
I didn't know that was coming.
But like I said, this here, as blindsided as it is, as Buck just pointed out, this here, it fits the theme of the show. This is all about what we're talking about today, understanding and accepting boundaries. And when you have to put hard boundaries up, have to have hard conversations about them. And then when you happen to be the object of having hard boundaries, because here was the tea with all of that. Even after she shared that with her brothers and carrying on, their message to me was basically cut that shit out of keep my family name out your mouth. And that's basically, they didn't say those words.
It doesn't matter if you got his back because they're already on his top.
Because they already on 10. They here. Okay. So any and everything that you said to try to have my back, it missed all that because they way up here. Their ears are down here. They way up here. They ain't hearing shit. Okay. And they didn't care about it at that particular point,
Right.
So it became a whole big to-do over nothing. Okay. Over nothing. And a lot of this flack that she got, and the names that she was called and this, that, and the other, stems from a lot of that.
Right.
And that there's that. But you want to bring it here for whatever reason you want to bring it here. Okay.
But until you're able to accept that this confusion is caused by you never gonna get what nobody's saying. You caused this, and that's a hard look. You're gonna have to go look your ass in the mirror. And if you think I'm being smart, this is what I teach every morning in my affirmations. You're going to have to go look at yourself in the mirror and answer the question honestly. I caused that. Period.
Right. Right.
You had to take responsibility for what you caused. It's not about anything else after that. It's point blank, period. You caused it. The shit has happened now, and it was your fault.
Okay.
You had the party.
Mm-hmm.
You got the reading. You ran your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That's all on you, boo.
Boom.
And that's
Okay.
just the adult answer.
You made the dinner and they ate it, but you had to realize you don't want to serve the food in the first place.
Oh, well,
Just
how
saying.
about that? Leah, the princess says, ain't nothing wrong with the finer things of life, but don't be flexing on people like you don't, like you didn't just come from the bottom. When we talking about the bougie bitches.
Uh,
Yeah.
And you know what? Hold on. Because see, what you're talking about when folks are up there flexing on those who don't have, the have and have nots and the bourgeoisie children, that's a little different. Because, I always reference the Good Times episode. Okay.
Which
When we
one?
talking about,
okay, I got you.
you know which one.
Which one?
But the one where JJ was dating the girl and her
Uh-huh.
family,
Her family was not with the
That
shit.
that
they
reality.
were affluent and carrying on. And when they came to the house, and mama, touched the coat
Right.
and carrying on because she didn't want
Mhm.
to touch. And the two daddies got down, and James was like, "Man, you act like you don't forgot where you come from." And the
Right,
father said, "You damn right.
right.
I know what it is to struggle. I know what it is to. And you're
I don't
damn right. I
want
don't
it.
want to know
Right.
what it
I
is to be
don't
down here
want
no
none of this
more."
no
Mhm.
more. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
See, this,
Okay,
so,
nothing.
see,
No, it's not hot. But
But it's the way
remember.
that you react. It's the way
right,
that
Exactly.
you treat
And then when
people.
they saw JJ's paintings, because they treated him like he was a nothing, then they saw
right.
Mm-hmm.
the paintings. He said, "Oh, who's?" He said, "No, that's my son." "Oh, well, these are beautiful. We'll pay. Oh, no, you're not gonna pay for those
When
because
they
Right,
want your shit.
he ain't for sale. He ain't for
right.
sale
Mm-mm.
like that. And not to you, he ain't.
Not to
Nope.
you.
No,
Because
you're
a
not gonna
second ago
treat
you was
him
too good for
like he
him.
was a nothing. And now that you realize,
That
oh,
he's a
now you
great
see he has
artist.
stuff.
Yeah,
Now all
that
of a
same
sudden, no,
potential you
nigga,
had before you got the fuck up out of here.
yeah.
He
Mhm.
has.
Yeah, and I always reference that because that there was the bourgeoisie
Mm-hmm.
children,
Yep.
the bougie bitches. Okay, those are the girls who act like they the bourgeoisie. Okay, anytime they get around you and get around your all the crew. Okay, they always acting as if, honey, they can't have no champagne unless it's Dom Perignon. Okay, and carrying on. Oh no, honey, this will never do. These are paper plates. These ain't at least Chinette plates.
Bishop, you don't go sit down
If you
somewhere
don't go
real.
stick your motherfucking 99 cent dollar ass down,
Or your little DIY
okay?
project, your
And,
DIY project you
and
do in your
Mhm.
then
house.
and then act as if because they got something that you don't know. I told you, my cousin. Oh gosh, she's just. Oh, we used to do this Swiss Colony. Y'all remember Swiss Colony, the cheese,
The
the
cheese.
online cheese store, and
Yeah.
they had a competitor called Figgy, Figi, Figgy. Well, what she would do, or what we would do, we would sit down here and order the shit, right? Because that's what we were doing for Christmas. They
We
would
would
give you
do the,
six.
the Pepperidge Farm ones
Uh-huh.
with the jellies,
Mhm.
the cheese,
Yes,
the
yes.
meats.
They would
Mhm.
give you
Mm-hmm.
$60 worth of credit. Okay. $60 worth of credit. And that had to be including your shipping and handling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that was the stunt. And you ordered it, and of course we made up all kinds of names and shit because we wanted to get the cute little baskets of cheese, and the
Yep.
basket was the tea. So what would happen is we would order all this shit, and she would take the baskets and make them into purses.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay. So you got this basket like a miniature little picnic basket, and it had
Mm-hmm.
a little, the little twist clasp.
Right.
Yeah, I
So
remember.
then she would sit down and she would get an outfit that would match this wicker, this brown wicker, Okay.
Come
And she would
on.
put an outfit together and have her purse. And she
Mm.
would neatly put everything in here, her cigarettes and this, that, and the other. And at that time, we were sitting up there smoking Fantasia lights. Now, I'm not a smoker, but I would buy them for the look. Because
Okay.
the Fantasia light cigarettes, they were gold filters with colored paper.
Ah,
Okay. And they were
religious.
natural cigarettes. Them bitches was $6 a box at that time. This is 1990.
Oh,
$6 a
yeah.
box. Okay.
The government.
Okay. And at that time, I think cigarettes had just got up to like $2 a box, I think.
I think
Okay.
I wasn't in the
yeah,
country in 1990.
Okay. So that's what we would do. So bitches would sit down there and now this was her stunt because she, she had something she knew nobody else had. Okay. She knew it. But what she did was she would walk up in there, just the baddest bitch. Now, mind you, my criminal days,
Was she
honey, was through my
Electra?
cousin. Right, all day. My criminal days were learned by my cousin, honey, because right when they started doing the home shopping network and carrying on, honey, we were starting to shit up them motherfuckers. And so she had a ring on every finger.
Okay.
Sometimes, depending on the finger, she had two of them on the finger. So she,
Mm.
she done found it. She came from California with this fur coat. I mean, it was a leather black, we call it black diamond because it had a diamond cut patch in the back.
Mm.
Okay. And there's rich black faux fox collar. And was walking a minute with this motherfucking wicker basket purse. Bitch.
Mm. Number one stunner.
Okay.
Right.
So we sat up in here and her being trans, that there got her everything. The kid was living. Okay. So now that was a bougie moment, and I would have to say that she was one of the bougie girls from time to time. She would have her moments.
My
But
mom was like that. She didn't have her moments. She was just like that all the fucking time.
Okay.
That's why I ain't never want to be a.
But we know those bitches that sit down there and get all of that and act as if they got money coming out their damn nostrils. But then when you finally get over to see their place, they ain't got no goddamn furniture. Bitch, you on the bus, you talking all this cash money shit. You ain't got no car. You on the bus. You ain't got no furniture in your house. You barely got food, bitch, and you get food stamps. Okay.
See, my mom was the other, but she had all the shit. But it's like, stop acting like you better than people.
Okay, right.
I never liked that. Hey, boo. I never liked that particular character trait of my mother. It's like, okay, you worked hard. You went to college. You graduated from college. You became a teacher. You still was a gangster's wife. Like,
Right.
So don't act like our roots didn't begin in the hood. Stop acting like you better than everybody.
Okay,
I remember one time
we
when
always
she asked
relate
me for my
things to
kids.
TVs and movies.
Wait a minute. She asked me about my kids, and I think she had asked me. I think Keisha was younger, but she was like, you ain't gonna go get them no Gucci pocketbooks. I said, who? Well, you had a whole bunch of them by the time you was their age. Okay. And I'm not doing none of the shit that daddy used to do that would allow me to have that much money to be spending $600 or $700 on a pocketbook for these girls who don't even want. Like, I didn't even know back then that they was gay. They ain't want to carry no goddamn pocketbooks. And they damn sure wouldn't have gave a fuck if I gave them a Gucci pocketbook. I said, oh no. I'm not saying that, they get designer stuff and stuff like that for their feet and they clothes and stuff. But baby, that's not a requirement in this house.
Okay.
I tell my kids how to ball on a budget.
Huh.
When they first start working, cold first paycheck, call me what you want. I took my baby right to Rainbow and said, hey, you go to the clearance rack, find you a couple pairs of jeans, right? Then we'll go to the other stores where you can buy your shirt, your name brand shirt. Because there ain't no sense of it. My girls didn't wear like the tight jeans and they shirts all tucked in and everything. They still wore their jeans. And the boys too, with their shirt over top of it. Because First of all, Cole, even though she's small, her butt is shaped like mine. What you're not gonna be doing is lusting on my daughter's ass. She's wearing a shirt over it, okay?
Dig it. Okay.
So we go to Rainbow. You go in there and buy you some like about 5-6 pairs of jeans off the clearance rack. Then you still got money to pay for your, if you want to wear your little polo shirts or whatever girly shirts. You know, when they was teenagers, your rocker wear shit and your Fat
Yes,
Farm
baby.
shit and all of that. You know, Fat Farm didn't start going into Walmart and Farm and Mills and all that shit till a few years ago. Remember back in the 80s and 90s, that shit was the shit
That
for the
was
kids.
that shit
I mean,
was
for the early 2000s, 90s, and 2000s.
right.
So I
Not,
taught them how to still be able to get shit, but do it on a budget. I am not paying my bills so you motherfuckers could be fly to death. That ain't happening.
Nope.
And what I always explain to my kids, especially once they all started working, and I never told them they had to get no jobs. At 14, they all wanted to get their working papers. Because kids will do what they see, not what they hear. They see me working hard. Look at him. Look, yeah, Alabama. They do what they see, not what they hear. So they saw me working hard. So they wanted to work hard too. And once they started working, I told them, I get what you need, you get what you want.
Right.
So like I would put, come on, Em. Hey boo, hey. Like I hear that.
I'm the boss.
You know, like say for instance, when the kids
Nah.
I would give everybody $100 for their sneakers, right? Cole, she balls on a budget. She go to the motherfucking outlets. She will go on Adidas, Nikes, Puma, Fila. She gonna go to the clearance rack and find a pair of sneakers for like $20, $25 and get 4 or 5 pairs of sneakers with the money I gave her. Keisha, on the other hand, she's a fucking Jordan head. Keisha gonna take $50 out of her money, put it towards the 100 that I gave her, and then go buy some Jordans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was not going to make my kids be label whores. This ain't what you're gonna do. This ain't what you're gonna do.
Right.
It's okay to have some designer stuff, but you gotta work for that shit.
Right. Right.
Honey, ain't nothing wrong with a clearance rack. It ain't nothing wrong with the outlets.
We all remember Regine from In Living Single.
Yes,
right.
God.
That's like that's the person I'm picturing in my head as we having this discussion.
Yeah.
Wow.
My mother came and said, Regina.
Right.
Okay.
Regina. Who is Regina?
Right. Okay. But yeah, the ones that flex on people but got food stamps are just dumb. You didn't make yourself better in any way, shape, or form. You just flexing just to be flexing. And indeed. Completely. And
Just
it's
like
unnecessary.
You said you go to their house, they ain't got no furniture now. Let me tell you something. If you live in a motherfucking projects and you ain't got one of them jobs where they making you pay more than everybody else and you only paying that little bit, bitch, you should have the flyest motherfucking house ever.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's no sense for you to only have to pay $30 in rent and you motherfucker got motherfucking milk cartons and shit that y'all sitting on.
Number one. Number two, and you know how the fuck it is that you hustling, bitch.
Right.
My little sister, Keeb, went from living in the projects to owning. If I show y'all pictures of Keeb's house and all the fucking land she got around her motherfucking house, up there, up in, well, it ain't in Philly. She's like up past Reading, past wherever the fuck she at. When she first showed me her house a couple years ago, when they first closed on that house, which is her second house that she owns.
Nice.
Because she did this shit right. When she first showed me the picture, because she was showing it was winter and they showed the snow. She said, "Man, we got to get all this fucking snow moving." She sent me the picture. I said, "Whose school is that?"
Not whose school.
When I tell you, she worked so motherfucking hard to make sure she did everything right. All of her kids have cars. She's adopted one of her other nieces and shit like that.
Right.
Her house looked like a whole motherfucking middle school.
Dang.
When the
Okay.
town had to tell her, she said there was too many motherfucking trees back there. She was like, bitch, I can't see back there. I got the people to come and tear all that shit down. She got a fine from the fucking town because they didn't tell her she wasn't allowed to cut them trees down.
Wow.
You know, because even when you own your house, there's certain shit that you got to
Yeah,
abide
the
by.
homeowners association and carrying on, which is bullshit
And
to
I
me.
say, yeah, and I say all that to say, what when she was in the projects, she let that work for her. She saved and she built her credit and she did everything she was supposed to do to be able to say, oh, I'm getting that one because I deserve it.
How
I
about
worked
that?
for that. And she
How
sees
about
these
that?
motherfuckers on the planet and will give you the fucking shirt off her goddamn back.
Right.
I don't, but we always had that one, even in the hood, you always had that one boozy bitch.
But here's the thing, because see, the question becomes nowadays, honey, it's more than one. Nowadays, you know, we've said this before about the whole fake it till you make it mentality, but now we got so many people who are trying to be reality show
I
TV
was getting ready to
stars.
say that, Meech. Everybody think they got to live like reality TV stars,
You
like in
know,
music videos and shit. Y'all robbing Peter and Paul and John and Joseph to pay Mary.
how about that? Okay.
Because you trying to think about what somebody else is worried about. Because remember, no, like I said, we all had one in our neighborhood. It was always a bougie bitch who thought she was better than. She didn't really have more than everybody else, but she had that way about her. I wasn't never really mad at that person. You know why? Because I looked at them as they want more.
They went, and I thought, you know what? As long as they were real, I thought, you know, as long as you understood that because it's nothing to want more,
Right.
because that's aspiration, okay? That you want to acquire. There's got what's the song from Sweet Cherry? There's got to be something better than this.
Yes.
Okay,
There's got to
so
be something.
so in wanting more and wanting better, that's all. That's not the problem,
Right.
because as a matter of fact, that there we're going to talk about that in just a second. That's not the problem. The problem becomes when you walk in by faith, because they say you got to walk in the can and walk by faith and not by sight. Walk in like it's already manifested in order for it to manifest. And I got all that, but it doesn't take you down talking somebody or downplaying somebody or being disgusted with somebody else because in your mind you think that you're something else. You know, because you want more. Now you got to treat everybody else as if because they don't want what you want, they're less than that. You know, and it's like, no, bitch, hold on. You okay? Your mindset got you here, and that's beautiful. They may not be on that level yet, but you don't treat them because as if they're wrong for not being there. You know
Guess what I just got?
what?
I got my first thing from the agency saying, we know your live data don't show it, but you got your hours and all your beans for the month. Congratulations. Because not everybody get it on their first month. And
Oh,
me
okay.
and Medusa both got ours. I told y'all that one right there, look, that one right there held me down, y'all. I can't wait till everybody get over there so we can all support each other the way we did. Because when you do it like that, everybody make their goal.
Oh, dig it.
Last night,
Okay.
Medusa was like, I made my goal.
Learn
Don't
that.
send me no gifts. Send them to Aunt Nikki. She need the rest of them.
Now let's go here because I said we want to talk about. I want to go into this,
Okay.
and that there is. Let's play. Let's have some fun,
Okay.
and let's dream the way
Ooh.
that we've been dreaming. Remember how we were kids and we used to play the little game where I could touch how many times I could touch my fingers around your wrist that was supposed to be how many kids you're supposed to have. Okay. And all that.
Look, it was right. It's all 5 of
And,
them.
and that's why I ain't got no kids right there.
Okay. So and remember, you know, I put in here, I'm like, let's dream. If you had the coin to have, live in, and to maintain the house of your dreams, what would it look like? And are you hip to designers? Would it be, you know, which designer would you have do your house? Or do you know any designers or don't know who to call on? You know, all of that. What would your dream house look like? Start. Go, Nikki.
I need at least a 6-bedroom, like not even super mansion, but like mini mansion. I need that because I need for when all my children come or my grandkids come, everybody is comfortable. I need for it to have a movie room, a room for me to be able to film, and an audio studio in there. I need to have an in-ground pool and like a little pool house too. And no, I ain't calling no rich bougie ass motherfucking designer. I'm calling Makiba Fitzgerald, that same little sister of mine I just told y'all about, because this bitch should be an interior designer.
Wow.
Because when I tell you she can go in a room, everything in her, she done everything in her house, and her shit look like some shit straight out of a magazine.
Okay.
She's amazing. Girl, I'll be looking at shit like I can tell you what I like and what I don't like, but I can't put all that shit together. I need to have it not too far in the country, but not right in the city. And I need a driver because I don't want to drive.
Oh, say that.
I'm just saying. I just need to be took all around where I need to go. That's pretty
okay. But
oh, and they need to have a nice waterfall out front. I need the tranquility of the water.
Okay.
I need waterfalls, not like MC Hammer 5,000 goddamn $1 trillion waterfalls, but just some nice. I've seen some real pretty ones in front of the houses out Stockbridge, like where T.I. and the house at. Their whole community. Well, their first house, the one that they used to film from when they first came on, that house. That whole community has very pretty rock waterfalls and stuff in front of the door. So y'all know what I want. Future husband, that's what I want. You're gonna need to be able to afford that, okay? I'm speaking it to the universe.
Now, Meech, you familiar with the area, right? Coming from the D. You know when you go to the waterfront and you get to that part.
Which area?
The Detroit. You know.
Oh yeah, I used to live over there as a kid. Yeah.
And you get to that part where you see the houses across the river over there in Canada, the ones that was big beautiful houses.
Yeah.
Big decks and all that. My house would be like that. It would definitely have a beachfront as one part of it. Truthfully, it would be a 2-house. In other words, they'd have an east wing and a west wing. And the east wing would stretch out a ways, and the west wing would overlook the water. First of all. Second of all, my house would have one of them fancy. Wasn't in Dallas that the house itself had a name? The ranch had a name?
Yeah.
I forget what it is. But my house would have a name. It would be that fancy, like, oh yeah, we going to terra firma or what have you. Yeah, over there it's a whole different society in and of itself.
Okay.
It's got its own sustainable water and solar power energy and all that good stuff. So basically, it would have basically everything that you would want in a household of the future. It would have a disaster area room deep in the basement, so in case some stupid shit jump off, that's where we going. Okay. It would have
don't forget the gardens, because I need gardens at my house.
Oh, yeah, definitely gotta have a garden, nice, beautiful garden where we would get most of our fresh fruits and stuff from. Okay, but then the main thing, because I like my different devices and technology or whatnot, part of the house itself would be a technology hub in and of itself. It would have like satellite dishes and telescopes where you can look at the stuff, and
you gonna have a bat cave, y'all.
You basically could run the Nighthawk network from that area.
Y'all think you go have a bat cave.
Media screens and all that good stuff, and that would be the main room I would chill in during the day, so you can see what's going on, and I can kind of plot and plan stuff out that way.
I was going to say, you gonna be the big guy in the sky?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But then on the west wing of the house, that's where all the more of the actual household would be. That's where the master bedroom would be, overlooking the water, of course. And that's where the main dining room area would be in it. Me knowing that I love to cook, I'm still gonna cook for myself. So it gotta be a bomb ass cooking area.
Yeah, I definitely have to have a
Oh,
fire ass
honey.
kitchen. My
Okay.
kitchen has to be
Pantries and multiple
restaurant looking.
refrigerators.
I need my shit. Ooh.
And basically, it'll be at least 3 people on duty. One, you just in charge of my kitchen stuff. So when I need to go to the kitchen, you automatically there to be my sous chef and what have you. One, okay, you gonna help maintain the household, whatever the little workers you need to make that happen. And then the third person, that's just gonna be my liaison, my Jeffrey, so to speak. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But of course,
Okay.
me and me, he ain't gonna be no brother. No, yeah, Joe, I need you to and they're gonna be your stereotypical white person.
Well, I need Miguel and Consuela. They could be husband and wife and live on a little house out there. Consuela can keep the inside of the house together.
Basically, Joe gonna be
Miguel
like
can keep my landscaping together.
Joe gonna be like the
Okay.
brother, where he gonna be with it, but at the same time still can deal with proper business.
Now I will say this
Okay.
though, E. So for me, I still want my home, even though I want it to be mansion-esque, I still want it to be a place where we still have a good time and be
Absolutely.
comfortable. I don't want no motherfucking rooms where I'm like, I don't go in there.
Right. Right.
Shit like that. I don't want no damn all-white room.
It won't be no
Right.
white room in the house at
You know
all.
what I mean? But I
At
definitely
all.
want to have a room besides the actual studio. I need a music room where there will be instruments in there, like a baby grand.
Now you
know,
talk.
guitars, bongos, everything.
Now
I'm
you
definitely
talking.
gonna need that.
And a full-on studio.
Yep.
So where,
Well,
okay,
studio have
you
to
want
be.
to come through and make a song? Yeah, come to Terra Firma. Let's make it happen.
Because we need a game room. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's the thing I forgot. I
Whatever
want
you
to have
want
a
to come.
back in the day arcade room. Pinball
Oh,
Okay.
machines,
you already
games,
know.
everything. Definitely need that.
You already know. All
Ping
solar
pong
power.
table,
Or
pool table, all that. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
okay, so for me, I'm going to mimic a few of your ideas because I too
Oh yeah, and I need those
need.
stairs behind beach. They need to look like that.
Okay.
Correct.
The whole thing is this.
Come on,
Mm-hmm.
paint the picture.
I need for y'all, you reference Dallas. And the whole thing of it is I've always seen myself. Okay. And my house, the grand house, would be mine. My mother wants the East Wing, so mama would be living with me.
Mm-hmm.
My siblings will have houses on the property.
Remember
We're
I said that
together,
before?
but not
my
together.
siblings, for my kids. I want to have smaller houses for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're together, but not together, so that they can have their own lives.
We gotta have
on Sunday. See
Right.
you on Sunday.
You know. Now what I need to have a grand foyer.
Nice.
Okay. I have to have a grand foyer because for too long, you know how when I come from a place, or I truly believe in, when you show up, honey, you have to be prepared to enter the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I adore that. Okay, when you have them, okay, or the parlor, just wait right here and I'll go get the master of the house or the mistress. Because, I need a grand foyer. Okay. And in that foyer, honey, it's everything that will make you coming into comfort. We have I have the tabletop water fountains that are, not, and I like the ones that you get from Family Dollar, but I need them on a bigger scale, to where folks can sit down and they can meditate. And I want them to play music. I want meditative music to come, from those.
In that area.
That's playing right there in that area. Or it could come from the speaker system or whatever, because we will have surround sound, Adobe, or the new sound system. What's the new thing that they're doing? Because it's not Adobe anymore. It's, when we go to the theater, what they call it at the theater house?
I forgot.
Not IMAX, but
yeah.
IMAX is IMAX the one where we see the chairs and the chairs shake? Which one is that?
No, I think that is IMAX, but I'm talking about this. I want the sound.
But no, he talking about the sound. I
want the sound, but I can't think of it. But
was Dolby.
Is it still Dolby?
I think so.
well, whatever the latest thing is, that has that Bose quality, or them new
Yes. That's give me a good
quality
Bose sound system, honey.
Mm-hmm.
sound. Whatever we do, make sure that sound is pristine and crystal clear. I want that to be playing in my foyer, so that folks are able to sit down and wait until we are ready for them to come in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
And it gives
I.
you a sense of calm when you come in your own house. You leaving all that
Right.
out there. You walking
Leave it there.
into a tranquil
Exactly.
place.
A tranquil place.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
love that.
Some songs I had
No.
playing all through the background of my house.
Okay.
Mhm.
Of course, in the living room would be the living room, honey. And like you, Nikki, I can't have no house that you can't utilize.
Mm.
I can't have no room in the house that you cannot utilize, honey. And
Right.
that there, I think, because we've all been tainted by that with our families, the plastic on the
Don't you sit
furniture
on
and all that
that
kind of shit.
that
But you sit on
plastic
that,
ass
Mm-hmm.
shit.
you know, and
Right.
carrying
Like
on
that.
because you're trying to preserve it. What the fuck did
Don't
you
you open
buy
my
it for,
china
honey?
closet.
Right.
Right.
Don't go in
Okay,
there.
I need for y'all. Listen, and I get that from Luther. When Luther was on Oprah, gave a tour of his house, and he said, "Oh, this is the everyday crystal."
Mm.
And he said, "Oh, this is the everyday crystal."
Now that's something I would
Okay,
always want, Crystal. And that's a military wife thing. It's something about when you become a military wife, for some reason that's just your shit to collect
okay,
crystal. And I didn't get it back. Well, I did get it very quickly. And I started
okay.
acquiring pieces of crystal. So I like crystal.
I need to have a grand my dining room. Catch it. My dining room and my foyer need to match in grandness.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I want a
and the
grand
reason
dining room,
why
but I still want to be
is
able to eat in it.
exactly. Oh, of course. The reason why is because when you come in, we're coming to break bread together.
Right.
Okay. And we're coming to have a meal. So it has to have the opposite to let you know, honey, this is a special occasion.
Mm-hmm.
And because we're coming together in this room, honey, I need you to know your importance. Okay. You are worthy at this table. And everything here, honey, we're all together here. And that's why you are worthy to sit here. So it's got to be grand and opulent and carrying on. Um, and sturdy. Because that's the first thing. All of my furniture has to be custom.
Me too. I want it to,
It
yeah, because
has
it
to be
needs to
custom.
last.
It needs to last and it needs to support big children.
Right. It needs to
Okay.
be, and it
I
needs to be
need
beautifully made.
and handcrafted, beautifully made,
I want my
knowing
shit
that it can
that shit I be
withstand.
seeing in the African movies that I be watching. Remember I told you how beautiful that furniture is?
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
shit like that, like hand carved
yes.
shit. Oh my
Can
Oh.
god.
support 4 and 5,000 pounds, honey, because shit, I'm already 3.
Hmm.
Okay. If somebody's sitting next to me, that's 3, that's 6. Okay, we talking about a couch, honey. The couch got 3 seats. If somebody else 400, that's already. I need the couch is going to be able to support that and to support me laying on it, because I weigh differently when I lay down on it. If I decide to lay on the couch,
Right.
okay, to stretch out to watch, but I need a shade. I got to have a shade. So I need a shade. Okay.
Oh my god. I need to
Mm.
get me one now. I remember
Hello.
having one before, and it's just
Okay. The
baby, something about
kitchen.
having one of them make you feel like you got
I
money.
know. My kitchen must have a damn island.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
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 A
My
functioning island
kitchen.
at that.
I need
What
a
you?
big
What?
one.
A functioning island.
Oh, darling. Oh, darling. My kitchen must have an island so that it could be the prep stations.
Can
So
I
I'm
can
so
I give
you
you one?
listen.
Can I give you something that we had when I was little in my dad's house? I told y'all my dad's house was in the spread of Better Homes and Gardens.
Uh-huh.
The cutting board
Oh.
was made into the counter. It was glass, frosted, thick frosted glass with a zodiac on it. Black,
Oh.
the whole zodiac, the zodiac circle.
Yeah.
It
Nice.
was really thick glass, and it had that like you ever see that glass? They had like it's almost like ribbly a little bit. It like
Yeah.
kind of ripples just a little. It was like that, and then it had like steel pieces around the whole thing, but it was made into the counter.
Wow.
I
See,
remember
that's how.
that. Just when you was talking about a functioning island, it made me remember that. Yep.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
beautiful. I've never seen anything like that since.
I would love to have in the kitchen. You know, I've always loved them damn in the wall stoves, child. You know, I
Brick oven
love
too.
them damn
Brick
things.
I need a
there you
brick
go.
oven too, so we can
Got
make pizza.
Yes.
Get that built outside the kitchen. One of the brick.
Right. Okay. Honey, I love that damn, you know, with the stove and the oven and stuff in the wall. You got you got the built-in microwave or the
Over
broke,
top of it.
you know, and things of that nature. You know, I want each compartment to have its own space.
Yes.
You know, and to say that this is a luxury kitchen.
I need mine to look like a restaurant. The kitchen needs to look like a
You
restaurant.
know,
I need the big motherfucking. I want the big deep fries. I want all the big, you know, appliances and stuff. The
Okay.
convection oven, so that when we bake
Yeah.
this shit is coming out perfect.
Right.
Baby.
I got the little air fryer ovens now. Imagine having a built-in one in the wall. That's a gigantic air fryer oven.
What?
Oh.
Yes, I need a rotisserie built in there.
Exactly.
Okay. I want and of course the latest in nonstick cookware and all that kind of stuff, honey. You know,
I need
just I need the top of the line.
I need
I
the
want my
top of the
cast
line
iron
of the
skillet.
cast iron skillet. Look, did you
I
find my
need
damn bucket yet?
no.
I was thinking about that when you said the coffee pot wasn't working.
Okay.
Look around. There's a coffee pot in my bin somewhere around there.
And I'm like, okay, that there is that.
Y'all, we forgot something.
What?
Make sure your house has the water purification system.
Oh, and
we don't want no hard water.
How about that? Oh my God! Did you know what? Listen, because that's got to be in my bathroom.
That's what I'm saying. My dad's
Did you
house,
understand what that is?
house
Imagine.
my dad's and to take a bath at home was totally different.
Imagine having one of those rain shower heads.
Yes.
Don't do me.
Yes.
With that soft water coming out of there.
I want the one that got the jets at the top and on the.
That's what I want.
All the way around.
Right. And then you can program the music.
Don't forget my Whirlpool tub, honey. Because I need the Whirlpool tub. Because
Alexa play. And then the lights correspond with what you're playing while you're in the shower.
Listen, that playlist, the shower playlist will always be together. Okay, because that would be the playlist that is strictly for being in the shower.
Yes.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Different for the shower in the tub.
Yes. Oh God, yes.
Because that's a different situation.
That's a whole different vibe.
Because the tub will be a jacuzzi type tub on the other side of the bathroom.
You have to have a jacuzzi.
When I'm in the tub, I need my jazz and my blues.
You have to have a jacuzzi
Yes.
for your tub because
you have to have the jets. We old.
I was just going to say that you
Right.
have to have the jets for the calming and the relaxation and things of the body. I need to be pampered. See, the whole idea when I create this bathroom is the idea of going up in here knowing that when I come in here, this is going to be an experience.
Yes.
You understand? Now, catch this. The master bathroom, mine, is going to have the jacuzzi.
Yes, of course.
And the shower. The shower that I want. The shower that I want is the one from Mommy Dearest.
Oh.
Mommy Dearest, honey, when she got in that motherfucking shower, honey, and when her and the lawyer were on good terms, and she opened up that shower door, honey, told me to come in with her, and all the jets was coming from every motherfucking where.
That's what I'm talking about.
She had like 10 jets
all the sides,
all the way around, and all of that. Okay, the jets on the side are going to be, you the force. But that rain
You're right.
is that rain. Oh my God.
Mhm.
Oh,
And see,
honey.
for me, I
That
need them to all be able to be adjusted for each. They can't all be on one.
Right.
Because
yeah,
I know
yeah.
sometimes I might have my weave and shit, so I don't want that one from the top. I
Uh-huh.
might want the ones that just come around my body all the way
It got to be
around.
Right.
Because I
programmable.
might
Uh-huh.
want
Exactly.
that waterfall one. But
Uh-huh.
baby, if I
Mhm.
got some braids in this motherfucker and I'm trying to be cute,
Right. Okay.
rain
Also,
down on me.
That's
see,
exactly what I was thinking.
and now see, and that's where I am with that because y'all know I teach folks. The bathroom is the only room in the house that is totally a private area.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When
Mhm.
you go into the bathroom, honey, and shut the door, that is only you and God.
My
Mhm.
bathroom gonna be
Okay.
separated too. Because I'm gonna have a
And
bidet as well, a
yeah,
toilet and a
exactly.
bidet.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But I want them in a room, like if you come in there first or whatever, it's also you'll go in there, but then there'll be another door to where the tub
Uh-huh.
and the shower is.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? So that
Mhm.
Exactly.
with plenty of ventilation, because sometimes
Exactly. Exactly. I like that. And the uh um I was on the bathroom, but I forgot what I was gonna say. But I'm gonna go to the master bedroom, honey. That's where I was
okay.
because all this is in the master bedroom. The one there, it has to have the jacuzzi, but all of my bathrooms, honey, are going to have something uniquely different about them
Mm.
Mhm.
because each bathroom is going to be. I want each person who experiences one to have a totally different experience. So when
Mhm.
they say, "Have you gone to?" When I went to the bathroom, oh, I did this, I did, and for folks who, you know, I want each bed.
What
I
is
want
it
each
gonna be like
bedroom.
themed? Because I want
But
like a rainforest bathroom.
okay, right. Well, here's
Right.
the
The ocean like
thing.
bathroom.
Yeah,
You know, the
it's
Caribbean
this.
ocean bathroom.
Because each room, I need to have at least 6 or 7 rooms up in here. But each bathroom is going to reflect the room because all of the bedrooms are going to have a different theme.
Right.
Mhm.
Like the Wonder Woman room,
Hmm.
or the Patti LaBelle room, or the Stephanie Mills
Come
room,
on.
or the Batgirl room, or the Storm room, or
Mhm.
That's my
okay.
room, just in case y'all don't know and can't none of y'all sleep the fuck in there.
And I get that from Auntie Mame. Because
Mm,
when she had Beekman Place Apartments. Meet me at
yes.
Beekman Place Apartments.
Mhm.
She had the Marie Antoinette room and the so and so room,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, "Oh, that is so sickening."
Yep.
And y'all know what my love for my characters and things. Listen, y'all know damn well I have to have a Wonder Woman
Oh,
room,
we already know
and
that. We don't
so
talk this. We don't talk that into
okay,
existence for you. That's
Right.
gonna happen.
so
About
the whole idea
how
of the bathroom being a
about
Themysciran,
this? You name each room after some home to one of the superhero guys. So one room would be Krypton. One room would be
right? Uh huh.
Paradise Island.
Paradise
Uh huh.
Island.
Uh
One room
huh.
would be
And where
God.
is
You know
Storm
that type
from
of
in
stuff.
Africa? Well, we just gonna let her
Exactly.
be in
And
Wakanda.
that's what it is
Oh,
because
Wakanda
and I like
room.
that.
Oh, that'd be sick.
I like that. Put her in the Paradise Island room, and for everybody who know Paradise Island, that's Wonder Woman. Okay,
And it's gonna be
Mhm.
that'll
they
be
know that's
Greek
Wonder Woman,
theme.
honey.
Right.
That
So
will
yeah,
be
it's like
Okay,
Greek
a
and
good
Wonder
room.
Woman.
right. Send her over there
Mhm.
to Gotham City, honey. That's the Batgirl room, honey. Because
Right, right,
Batgirl,
right.
Yes.
There you
Send
go.
her there to
okay,
Gotham.
you know, sit over there and okay, right,
Go down there
okay.
to Wakanda
So
Mhm.
see, and that's Black Panther and Storm. How
and
about that? Because y'all
Storm.
know in the comic books they were married.
That would
Right,
be
right.
nice,
Okay,
honey.
send over to Wakanda. Okay. Oh, that's sickening.
Y'all can't. I
Mhm.
Okay,
can't wait till I can get that thing done to my car.
okay. My
Y'all gonna be like, I'm getting Storm on my car, Eric.
okay.
Nice.
My master bedroom, I want a fireplace in the master bedroom.
Absolutely.
Okay. I have to have a
Mhm.
balcony.
Me
I
too.
Oh,
have to have a balcony off
that's
the
a
master
must.
bedroom. Okay.
And a
And
big
that's
one that we could go out and have breakfast sometimes if
yes.
you all
Right.
want.
Yes.
One that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna overlook the water. I most definitely must have.
Yes.
Consuela,
Water
bring my breakfast up here tonight.
okay. Water is my element, so I have to make sure that I'm around some kind of water. If I don't create my own pond or something, I have to
Mhm.
have something to where when I get up in the morning, coming out onto my balcony and say, "Good morning, world. You may start now because I'm alive." Okay. I have some sense of water that's going to ground me and keep me there. You know, that's going to where it's going to reflect the moonlight can reflect off of it or the sun. I need all of that. Okay. I though I have a queen size bed here, when I get to this particular level, I'm going to need a California king.
Child, I ain't had nothing but most of my damn life. My ass
Okay.
be in this motherfucker, my laptop, my books, and everything be in this motherfucker. They be like, "My girl,
Okay.
you sleep and you don't worry about me.
Right.
I
See,
need this for it's my comfortable zone."
see, now here's the thing that I have to do because I want my room. The master bedroom has to be like almost like a one bedroom house. And the reason why is because I want the bed area to be separate from where I watch television. I want to get away from having a TV in the room.
Right. So
I
you
get
want to have
But
like a
Yeah.
but I know that there are times where I want to entertain with the television. I may be watching porn or something. Yeah, I
okay,
said it.
got it, got it, got it. You
Okay,
might have one of them things at the end of the bed with a screen projector come up.
exactly. And that's what I don't want to be trying to find the remote. But I do need to make sure that the surround sound, that the music is there. Because I need the music. Oh my God.
Baby.
Honey.
The soundtrack in the room. Oh,
Okay. So the TV area of the bedroom will be separate from where the bed is. So
okay.
it would be like a den in the bedroom, if you
Right.
will,
Mhm.
that will have the shade lounge and carrying on, so I can
Yeah.
stretch out. I do need a theater room. I need a
Oh,
theater.
definitely.
Of
You
Hey,
course,
better
I
listen.
need. We all said, we need our own recording
We
studios.
need
You know,
recording and film and
exactly.
theater.
I need an audio studio,
mhm.
honey, where
Look,
I have the
Yeah.
latest in
playroom,
technology
audio,
with the
room,
Mhm.
48
and
track
recording.
board.
Mhm.
All of that so that we can so that we are our own entity.
Right.
Right.
I need a film studio so
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
that we go straight from here down here and do the thing, honey.
And somebody
Right.
Okay,
can be in there working on the audio while we over
right,
here working on the film.
right,
Mhm.
right. And that's how you keep your costs down because
Mm-hmm.
if everything is right here, I can bring
Mhm.
everybody here at the same goddamn time. And while
Right.
we're
And
working in the
especially if we
film,
all got the
y'all
same shit in our own
exactly,
rooms. I'm about to
Mhm.
send this over to you right now.
right, exactly. You understand? You understand?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, now I said the bedroom had to have a separate den, but then there's going to be now, outside of the parlor, there will be the entertainment den for those who have children and carrying on. Because I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
have a kid-friendly space. Oftentimes, we have grown up to where our grandparents and stuff had masterpiece show places, but they were
Mm-hmm.
not kid-friendly.
And when I can, you could
Mhm.
don't you go over there.
Right.
Right.
They
Okay.
were not kid friendly. So we have to, if we want to welcome the next generation, we have to have something that's kid friendly.
Listen.
I
Mhm.
like old school, the arcade room, pool,
Mm-hmm.
hell, have the
Ping
PlayStation and
pong.
carrying on.
I want
Yes.
all the old games. I want
Yeah.
my
Mhm.
son still got his Sega Genesis, his Dreamcast, his Nintendo. Timmy still got all that.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Listen, y'all. This is what I forgot. Outside,
Yeah, we got to talk
I
about that.
need more than one beautiful gazebos.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
that when we're entertaining,
Mhm.
everybody might not all want to be up in one little place. But if we have
Right.
a beautifully big
Yeah.
place, about 4 to 6
Uh-huh.
all over
Mhm.
the property, so when we're entertaining, they have the bug free,
Right.
they have the
Right.
one
Mhm.
made with the screens and stuff, so we can keep
Right.
the clothes, keep the bug free, but it's still enough room for everybody not to be all over top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I need those. I need gazebos.
Right.
I
But
need more than one.
each
The
wing out
pool
of the
house.
area in the
I need
west
the
wing,
pool
that'd be
house
two
so that when
entirely
people
different
come to go
areas.
swimming and whatnot, they have a place to change, fresh
Right.
towels. You change clothes, whatever. It'll be a
Mhm.
laundry room in there too, because if you need to wash your clothes because they don't got wet, as soon as you
Cause
come
I
out,
got
baby,
wet somebody threw
shit,
your ass in the
put it
pool.
right in the washing
Mhm.
machine. Don't you track your ass in my house with that shit.
Exactly. And,
No.
and and yeah, now do I want a pool?
I definitely do.
And I've
Inground.
been thinking about
Indoor.
that.
Absolutely.
If I do, I don't want it to be an Olympic sized pool. I think what I want is something just enough because most folks ain't gonna swim. They just want to get in the pool to get in it. You
Mhm.
know?
Y'all know I got grandchildren. They like to swim.
Right. So and
I'm
see for
getting the slide.
grandchildren, and that's
I'm
just
getting the
that,
slide, the diving board, all that. Because my grandpapa
you
had to go
know,
with us. It was a
Right.
soundboard on one side, and
I mean, yeah.
and the diving
Okay.
board on the other side.
So that I can live with or without. I don't. That's not necessarily a must, but an outdoor whirlpool is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely need
Oh
that.
yeah.
An
Definitely.
outdoor whirlpool is because it ain't nothing like,
Entertain.
especially if you are from a climate where you get snow. Let me
Right.
tell y'all something, honey. I was up in Michigan, baby. We were up in motherfucking. Were we in Grand Rapids? No, not Grand Rapids. Where were we? Where in the hell were we? God damn it! No, we were in Pontiac.
Mm.
We were in fucking Pontiac, and one of my associates, honey, they had a jacuzzi. Okay, they had a jacuzzi. I mean, a big outdoor jacuzzi. It was like umpteen degrees outside, cold,
Mm.
Still got in though, didn't y'all?
but because it was heated.
Mm-hmm.
And to get in that motherfucking damn jacuzzi, baby, outside with the snow and things, and was warm, and you sit up there blowing, and you see your brother, but you were comfortable and having a cocktail,
Mm.
baby. That was absolutely everything.
I bet.
I said, "Oh, darling," and then of course when the jets, you hit the jets periodically, honey, to keep the water warm.
Just
That was absolutely everything. I said, "Oh yeah, we have to do this. We have to do this." So I had sat out there all night and didn't even realize that the sun was coming up. Bitch, I didn't fall asleep in it, but I was out there all night and hadn't realized it. It
I
had
had
been,
so much fun. You didn't
Wow.
even
yes.
realize it. Just
So we
Okay.
had,
relaxing.
yeah, of course, on the ground. Now here's what this is, and I saw this on a home improvement show. And I don't care where we are, this is going to be because now everybody getting snow and ice.
Yeah.
I want my walk and my drive to be heated. And what they
Nah.
did
Yes.
was they did it with hydroponics. They did it with water. The water would get hot and it would
Mm-hmm.
run through the pipe, through the plumbing, and it
Mm-hmm.
would heat up the sidewalk so it would melt the snow and the ice. So your walk and your drive stayed together.
Okay.
Wow.
If my house can be solar power, all that'll work out into
I
each
was going
other.
to say the solar panels and solar heat. Oh, yeah.
Darling, yes. Okay, so I know I want that. And I got to have a library and things. Of course, my
Um,
office is going to be lovely
Oh, my
and
God.
and
The
all of
um,
that
library. That's,
because the office has to be, like I say, my home. I want my home to be a place where I could be self-contained. If it's one thing that COVID taught us is that we need to be prepared to be our own
like
library.
like Eric said, I
mm-hmm.
You
definitely
know,
want a panic room, a
yeah,
shelter room,
yeah,
a
Yep.
yeah,
fully stocked, all the things that we need.
yeah,
Right.
Not just enough for me, but enough for if we needed to share some. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
right, right,
All those kind of things that we take for granted that we didn't realize that was important until
right.
COVID came. That's another thing why, like, when I was telling you about Eric, you heard when Fundi be teaching all the survival stuff.
Right. The survival techniques. Uh-huh.
She, man, and we don't think about stuff like that. But like I said, if COVID taught us anything, it's taught us to
Mm-hmm.
learn how to get prepared. Because in my mind, I
Okay.
would have thought, okay, I need a first aid
Okay,
kit.
Liv, we see you.
She said the master bedroom will have a water filtration system, multiple shower heads for the stand-up shower, and I
Yes.
need a bathtub big enough for me to soak in. Cigar optional, since we on the subject of Scarface.
Come on. Pelicans. Remember when he was in there, he just kept saying his wife was mad as shit. This motherfucker talking about Pelicans. I was like, this
Okay,
bitch
the kitchen, a functioning island, cast iron cookware, gas stove, oven, and stove.
has to be
A
gas.
nook where I could eat at my breakfast table, probably 2 refrigerators or just one large one. I would like to have that breakfast nook too, because there are times where I don't need to be at the big table. It
Right.
may just be me, and I want to get my thoughts together and carry on. I love that. I love that. Living room will be simple, a couch and a love seat, artwork from Black artists. Now that there is
Yes.
important.
I definitely need
There's some beautiful. I'm gonna tell you, let me tip y'all to an artist that I want y'all to get into. And I don't know how he's promoting his work outside of his IG page. And that there is Nikki Gilbert Daniels' husband.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Lenny, Oh, Leonard,
Mm-hmm.
he is absolutely fucking brilliant. His work is so captivating. It draws you in. I think he does a lot in oils and charcoals. Okay,
Mm.
and acrylics. I think he is absolutely fan fucking tastic.
I know I'm
I
gonna have my
didn't
son
know.
do me some amazing pieces, honey.
I did not know that this was his work. The last time I was over at Nikki's house, they had just got a new place and things. I said, "Oh, okay, girl, blah blah blah." I said, "Girl, this artwork." I didn't want to leave. I was like, "Bitch, girl, this is sickening." You know? She said, "Oh, that's my husband." I said, "Stop,
Mm.
girl. Wait a minute. What you ain't gonna do? What you ain't gonna do, bitch,
Don't
is
do
sit up here
me.
and tell me that the real T bitch that you ain't paid whatever I think you paid for it because your husband is the
Your
artist.
husband made it.
Mm.
That you ain't gonna do that. No, you don't. The fuck you ain't. You ain't gonna do that to me. You ain't gonna. And I don't care. I'm gonna have to commission him to do a work. He did one of Nikki and Brownstone, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I gave him an idea to incorporate Michael Jackson on there or some kind of way.
Oh
And
yeah, I keep on forgetting they was MJJ
they were MJ, and
Mm.
they were the very first group
artists.
to
Yep,
be signed
by
to
Michael
his
Jackson.
label.
Very
Mm.
first.
Okay. And I'm like, wow. And so, I said, you got to do something with that, honey. And I hope he does. I don't know where his creativity gonna take him, but I hope that he
I would
does.
love to see it.
And things. Oh my God!
I want to see
But
if I got any
he
moves work
is
in here.
absolutely phenomenal. Y'all look him up, Little Daniels, honey. I can't think of what his IG is, but look him up. If you can't, go to Nikki Gilbert Daniels, honey, and go to her IG. And follow him through her. Uh,
Mm.
um, and carry on. When you see what he does, I'm telling you, it is absolutely in
I
fucking
would have had
credible.
moves work over here. It must be on
Mm.
Facebook. I have a friend who lives. He's Nigerian, but he lives in Berlin. He sent me some of the stuff that he did, and I was like, "This shit
Mm.
is amazing." And
Mm.
I was like, um, "How much would you charge me
Mm.
to send me some pieces or whatever?" He said, "If you want, you can blow up the ones that I saw you and print them out. I don't mind. I'll show
Wow.
it to you." He's amazing.
Have you seen some of that Moorish artwork that Israel's posted on his page?
Uh-uh.
No.
You got to see it.
Get
Some
over
of it is
there.
like the colors and whatnot. He's like, wow.
Yeah, I gotta get over there.
And I am one for color. I like bold
Yeah.
colors and things. That's what catches my eye. I'm good with abstracts because
I love abstract.
Reverend Alfreda Lenoir, she has started painting, and she would put stuff up on her Facebook page. And honey, I done gave it my own title for. I said, "Girl, this, abstract." And then, oh
Yeah,
my
hold on.
God, oh, wait a minute.
Shit. Let me get it out the light. I don't want to do it like this. Can you, what the fuck? I hate this damn iPad because I don't be knowing where the goddamn camera is. Can you
Oh,
see that?
Oh,
oh,
that's him. I've seen that.
You were
nice.
on my page before, right?
Oh my God,
Let me see.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that's
Okay.
striking.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
That one I think was his mom. This was his mom.
I definitely could see that
oh
in
my
my living room.
God. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Nice.
I was
Oh,
like,
honey.
are you
Nice.
kidding me? He
Real
was
nice.
like, I said, those are amazing.
You know
Okay.
that's one of the two challenges I really truly wish I had. But the
Listen,
main
I
thing
don't
I
know where the
do have
fuck
an
my
inkling of
kids,
knowing to
how my
do.
kids got to do art, because I
If I
like,
could really truly sing and paint like that, you can tell me nothing.
I know
So,
that, look, I know the music came from me, but I don't know where my sons got the artwork from. Like, they can really, man, it's incredible. when people, the talent, man, people that can draw and paint and stuff,
Yes.
it's so
That is
beautiful.
truly a
Yeah.
gift.
Trying to see. I remember one of the things that Timmy had did for me when he was a kid. It was just too cute. And people was like, who drew that? And I'm like, my son. They're like, huh?
Hold on.
Okay.
Look at this one.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
Who did that?
That's one of the Morris arts. No, he go on right here.
Off Israel's page?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, well, she said I would definitely have an impenetrable security system.
Well, y'all see that?
Oh,
Wait a minute. Wait. Oh my God.
Yeah.
that's love. That's love.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Where is it at? That damn light. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, wait a minute. Can y'all see her? Where is she? Nope. That damn
it's the
light.
light. Okay.
Wow.
Damn.
Let's see.
That's some art gallery stuff right there.
And
Right.
right, because see, we have to have stuff that I don't want print to carry on because
Right.
though I love walk, and I have a walk piece over
Can y'all
here.
see that?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Timmy did that when he was about 11.
No way.
Stop.
Wow.
Wow.
My son had stuff. He had artwork hanging up in the school board for like 12 weeks. In Philly, there's a place. It's called, the actual name of it is the address, but it's the actual name of it. I don't know if Tracy's in here right now. Tracy will tell you. It's called 1234 Market. So they have like our old trolley cars in that building and stuff like that. And Timmy's first piece of artwork that he made that was purchased, I bought it. He was like, Mom, you wasn't supposed to buy it. I said, the fuck if I wasn't? You my damn child. I think he was like 9. And he did an African tiger on kente cloth.
Okay.
And now, because all that stuff happened with my uncle when my mom died, I'll probably never see it again because I let her keep it.
Okay. Yeah, go back to that last comment, me.
Oh, was you talking about the impenetrable security system?
Yeah, I like
Wired
that.
in the house, cameras, and alarms loud enough to wake the dead?
Yes,
And
God.
if the alarm get triggered, it automatically shuts down the compound.
Yeah.
To where
Boom, 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 boom. The gates is coming down, honey. It's gonna be me and you up in this motherfucker if you in here.
You know, it's a private road that leads to the property. So if the compound gets shut down, you ain't gonna have access to the private road. You stuck.
It's gonna be like, hey, y'all remember the old commercial? It'd be like the Roach Motel. You gonna check in, but bitch, you ain't checking.
You can't check out. Okay.
Unless
but
you in
I
the box.
think the interior design and some of the exterior will have some Moorish influences as well as some Egyptian and Asian influences.
Yeah.
There was an old man up in Pittsburgh that I remember from a long time ago whose house had entirely designed just like that. Okay.
Nice.
Wow. Oh yeah, now you know what? Speaking of that, as far as the design and stuff, I am very classic. I'm classic yet opulent at the same time. And what are some of my favorite? Because I like some of that French architecture. I'm real big on columns and all that kind of.
I was going to say, I love the Greek, the Greek.
That's what I was just going to say. That whole Greek and more Greek, more Greek than Rome. Even though Rome is cute, but Greek was more opulent than Rome to me.
Right. For me, it would be more like Greek and Egyptian.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can see. Oh my. Oh, honey. Yes. Oh. Okay. That's sickening. Oh my God. Okay. And then to have, of course, your servants and things, and I'm gonna call them our servers, honey, because our plethora of service, okay, and servitude and all of that, and they have to be, they will be vetted. All of them will have a non-disclosure agreement, bitch, and that will exist, honey, 50 years until after you have left.
Well,
There you
go
go.
on in this house, stay in this house.
Wow.
50 years after I have died,
So if you want to
bitch,
write the memoirs, bitch,
you will be at everything, honey. I don't care how long you've been with me. Okay, if you move on or whatever, you are solidly bound, honey, 50 until 50 years after I'm dead. And you know where I get that from? I get that from Jackie O.
Oh, come on.
Whatever
Jackie
happened
O have
at Airport
sealed
Village, hey,
all them records and said our bitch can't open shit until 50 years after her death. Huh?
Look,
How about that?
on that note,
See? Because by that time, honey, it won't be nobody around who really give a fuck.
right.
right.
Our grandkids gonna be like, Grandma was a freak.
Right. Okay. And that thing.
Right.
So,
Grandma was a hoe. Grandma was
see?
creeping.
So, yeah.
Daddy,
So,
who is Marilyn Monroe?
right. That part.
You gonna have the refrigerated nightstand, Meech?
Oh.
Oh, say that.
You gotta have
Well,
something.
for me, y'all
You
know I'm
have
gonna
to
have to have a
keep your
water
peanut
cooler
butter,
in my
right?
room. I may have to have a water cooler in my room because y'all know how much water I drink.
Right. You know, oh, that's cute. A water cooler.
I
Yeah.
have to have a water cooler in my room.
You know, and things, you know,
And the
so.
thing that make the hospital ice.
Okay. Okay. Yes, honey. Yes. 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 Yes.
Y'all, that could be y'all homework. Not Leah, because she already did it in the comments. But think about what your dream house and everything will be.
That is a good homework.
Okay. Of course it is, honey. You know, if you can have it, live in it, and maintain it, the coin to do all three things.
Right.
What would it look like? Okay. What would it look like?
And make a vision board and make it happen.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? I want us to have a vision board party. I really do.
Yeah.
Because I haven't made one at all. I've always had the ideas in my head. And I remember when I was a kid.
I don't be wanting to buy magazines and shit.
That's what it is. That's why I got why you think I'm a pack rat for paper? I got all these goddamn magazines and shit. Because that was supposed to be in the plan.
Because I got about 3-4 boards around here somewhere that I ain't did because I don't want to buy magazines.
I missed that part, Leah. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't remember that one coming through.
Who ain't one?
I don't remember that one coming up in here. Hold on, let me go up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go past.
I got it. I got it.
Storm cave.
There you go.
I definitely want a space inside set aside for entertaining, almost like a man cave type setting, full bar with a section of cigars, a pool table, and the typical system setup.
Yes.
All right, honey.
Yeah, did you hear when you was talking about it, honey? I want a whole back in the day arcade.
Exactly.
Okay. Then I like a nice back patio.
Car ride. Remember the sit down one?
Right.
Yeah.
I want all that.
With a nice fancy grill at a table where I can entertain outside or smoke my cigars outside. Right. And you know what? Now that there would be something. Oh, wait a minute, I missed all of this. Don't know what type of house I want to design, wise townhouse or ranch. But aside from the master bedroom, I want one bedroom set aside for my home office, one for a home gym, and 1 or 2 guest bedrooms.
Forgot about my gym.
I did too. Definitely would have a home
gym. I have to have a full gym in there.
Okay. Yes.
Regular sit down elliptical, a treadmill, a bike.
Oh yeah.
Mats, weights, all of that.
All connected to the sound system that goes.
That's why I always bought the Rob Report magazine at the bookstore. You know what? And oh my God, you know, I would just love that and things. And then a lot of that too this is what propels me, because I keep saying my mama wants the East Wing. She wants the East Wing, and I got to give that to my mama. I got to get it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. And that there is that. And you know, even you know, like on the guest houses and stuff that's going on the property, that would be where I might name something in honor of those who passed, you know, like my grandmother, Miss Sarah Francis Taylor, my other grandmother, honey, Miss Virgie Adams, you know, the wisdom rooms, honey. That's just wisdoms and things. My great grandmother, honey, Miss Eliza Smith, honey, you know, just
something.
What?
We talking about houses and stuff. They use Rick Ross Mansion Beach for coming to America.
They sure did.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know that, that's down the street from me and Beach House.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Down the street from us. I told the Cole
So-
ride down there one day, tell myself, I think I saw a little baby coming out of Rick Ross' house. I said, how you see anybody coming down that long ass goddamn roof? But y'all know she can spot a little bit. Cole turned into a whole girl when it comes to little baby. She spot his ass at the Million Man March.
Well, all right, honey. Wait a minute. It was something else I had put up in here, and I forgot what it was. That I was going to try to discuss, but we are running out of steam, honey.
It's 12 o'clock, and you know what it is.
It's 12 o'clock.
Oh, I know what it was. I'm gonna do this.
Your presents are waiting.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do this on the next go round. It was called. We've done this one when we talked about our perfect dates, but I wanted to talk about put a little twist on it. I want folks to create a few of them. One platonic date, create a blind date, a romantic date, a date where you're going to take out your mama, your grandmama, your auntie, or your sisters, and then a hookup date. Because all of them should sound different.
Yeah, we need some time to wheel that out.
I had a hookup date.
Huh?
I ain't never had a hookup date.
Ooh, so okay, that's your homework.
Yeah,
okay, what would it look like? What would that date look like? So we'll get into that on another program.
It would look like nothing because I ain't hooking up with nobody.
How about that? Okay. So
like I don't know, but I'm gonna dream up something.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think of somebody I would have been lusting over. Like let me talk about Idris Elba or something. Because he gonna get it on the first.
Right, exactly.
He probably the only one that could get it on first.
Ooh, okay.
And I have a little bit left.
Well,
bye.
So on that note, my darlings, let you guys get back into your worlds and things of that nature, and all of that, honey. If we're oh God, I done got tongue tied or whatever because I'm just thinking about my day and having to have tire and this, that, and other. That just really threw me off.
Don't think about what happened.
Don't worry about it. You about to have a nice night.
But it's okay. It's all good. We got pizza, and I'm finna have some pizza.
Don't forget about in the morning. We meet over there at Chickaloo's about 11.
Okay, wait. Okay, you know what? Let me make sure they're gonna be open because I think they are. Okay.
Well, text me and let me know if they're gonna be open because then I'll meet y'all over there.
Okay.
All right, okay. Listen, go ahead. We can't hang up. You ain't telling what
No, honey. Listen, honey. You may finish all of your crumpets, my darling, because the tea has been dished, and you've been dishing tea, darling. Ow! With Big Meats and Aunt Nikki, and in the absence of the big guy ally, we got our correspondent, honey, one of our contributors, honey. This is Eric Buck from the Nighthawk Network over here, the COO. Honey, listen, if you love us, tell all of your friends, honey. If you hate us, tell all of your motherfucking enemies. But do know this. Everything that we're doing over here, one way, shape, style, form, or fashion, will move forward. Okay? So on that note, my babies, oh, darling, darling, darling. It is going to be that. And no, I'm not using no peanut butter, honey. I got pizza.
You're nasty. See y'all tomorrow.
So on that note, scene. Attention all business owners. Use your advertising dollars here. Look